Testing. Testing 1 2 3 1 2 3 testing 1 2 3 testing 1 2 3 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 That should be good. Nice. And so hi raccoons, and I'm McLean. And hi Rose, hope you guys are doing well. Welcome. Hope you guys are doing well today. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Welcome to Saturday. Today's Saturday, right? It's Saturday. And never entertaining, never. And hi McLean. Rose, raccoons, hope you're doing too. Yeah. You guys are doing well on the Saturdays of Saturdays. Hopefully visual and audio is clear. You guys could hear everything, see everything just fine.
Four toggles because you needed an on toggle and an off toggle as two separate buttons on your one expression.
Always entertaining, not spraying. Oh my.
I don't miss those days. Oh good.
I mean, I miss the culture. I don't miss the avatar making, but I do miss the culture. I was just talking about it before.
This is really packed up today.
We're going to crash today. It was when we're going to crash. Everybody's living that.
Yeah, that's
Pretty packed up today.
For sure.
What have you to join it, Angus?
Shiro!
Yeah.
Bento! More awesome people are arriving, Professor. More cool people! Let's go! Shiro!
Oh, looks nice to see a lot of people this week.
I'm going to make you
One of you to join in. I'm glad you have at work to turn crazy up.
Here I come.
I'm glad I have you at work to not crazy. He's still at work, raccoons. Jeez. Oh, here he is. I'm good. Just had Oblivion remaster crash. Oh. Definitely on my backlog. We'll never catch up in a few years.
Definitely not in this world. Shiro, I think you're buying it. You're safe. I was wondering that, because they opened the instance. You'd think that they would be here.
But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. No, done. We'll fork even that manager no But on level 23 or something. I played a lot before that happened. at least it's only one, right? As long the game save is still fine, but
If we need to.
that's surprisingly well concerning, right?
Aliens? Bento, did you get abducted?
I fucking
Oh, that's
love
not
that
Ben.
emote so much. That's so cute.
Whoa. Down there, it's an orb.
I'm straight orbing it right now. I made this because somebody helped me, and I asked them like, would you like a fun small custom avatar? And they said I always wanted to be an orb, and I said perfect. You know?
I love being an orb. It's my favorite activity.
Or I'm straight orbing it. Time to become the sun.
Ooh.
You're orb maxing it. Oh god!
Your body just chilled. That does not work. Oh my god.
Orb maxing it.
Down there for you.
I tried.
Oh, I love that.
Yippee! Ribbons here! Yay!
Hello.
Throw fish at them.
And I am here.
Fish!
Hi Jordan A, hope you doing well, what up? Haven't finished the VOD yet, but hope you had fun. Yeah! Made a lot of progress.
Fish!
Definitely want to play more in the next coming week or so.
Who's got the aliens?
Hope you guys
Someone's
enjoyed
throwing
it.
A finger boop. Go, my pack of Danny DeVitos.
I'm packed with Danny DeVitos.
Oh, my fish!
I got ribbons done.
Delicious.
I can't believe you
Oh,
did this
man.
to my fish.
I had to do it to him.
Sorry for being a little late. I was having VR troubles. And I still am. Everything's like very laggy and double vision. Very uncomfortable.
Time to install Windows. Windows won't install itself.
No, I'm using Linux.
If the audio's visuals clear, you guys can hear everything, see everything just fine.
Hacks!
So,
Over there, brand sponsorship behind you.
everybody ready to begin?
Heck yeah!
Okay, so the Avatar Roundup. I believe the only rules are to follow VRChat's terms of service. You know, the be respectful. Don't show anything that's nude or copyright music because some people might be streaming. And each person has up to 15 minutes to present avatars, prefabs, or whatever avatar related that they have made. But you can also share stuff if you credit the original author of the, for lack of a better word, content. So like if you found an avatar in VRChat that you'd like to
Hang on a
share,
minute.
you can share it, or if you found something on like Gumroad or whatever, just make sure to say who it's from. And with that, if anybody would like to present today, line up by the mirror. Those who would like to go first, begin over on the side towards the entrance, and those who would like to go towards the last, go towards the wall side.
Am I in the right place?
Yeah, come over here.
Oh,
Come over here.
okay.
into the
Come stand in
mirror.
front of the mirror, friends. Yes.
Down there, we can't see you.
And I don't have the ability to take a screenshot at the moment. If someone could come and just like either write down the names of the people here or take a screenshot, that would be very, very helpful. And throw it
I'll
in,
upload the
like,
picture for you.
Thank you. But it seems like Beetleboo, you're the one to start off, so why don't you head up to the podium?
I feel like I'm too short for the camera.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
I'm running as fast as I can.
I am the
Look at him
camera
go.
raccoon.
I'm
Oh,
speeding.
sorry. Please ignore my phone.
I'm speeding.
Who is
That real
phone?
quick?
Who is?
As,
That's a question of a
I-
lifetime.
Indeed. I'm also completely sleep deprived. But hello,
Me
everyone.
too.
It has been about 8 months since I've been here, and I fucking miss this so much. I am glad to see all of you. I'm also glad to see some of the coolest creations and talk to some of the coolest people in here. My name is Beetleboo. You can call me Boo. I make 3D models from scratch. I do art and all that stuff. I am a VTuber, and the current model I am in right now is my from scratch OC streamer model cookie thing. But for some who may remember me from a long time ago, I have
Hezzy
also
Bakes,
made.
reading Wuzzy Bakes.
Hold on. If I can just do this one.
Definitely let me know
I've
if there's
also,
feedback.
made
Sometimes
the,
my
a
earphone
custom model of
catches up in the
like an
microphone.
OC /
So let me know if there's feedback.
character from Mystery Skulls for. Oh, I'm a little tall. Here we go. For Ghost over there. This is one of my from scratch models. I'm very proud of it. And thank you.
It was cool.
Yeah!
Outside of the extra emotes having expressions, radial expressions, I decided that radial expressions would be better to puppet this than normal hand gestures. But I might update it. We also have customizations for it. One of my favorite ones would be the Beetlejuice tab.
Green.
I could also one of the things I love to do is bald constantly. And I like to make and point jokes quite a lot. We obviously got some of the little cheesy effects. Outside of that, we have, if I can find it, because I have like 700. Bald.
Bald is beautiful.
I'll be doing Lil Trenton. I'll be doing Luzzy
show
Bakes.
another one, but I'm also concerned about the. I could do a little extra. I could do this one. There's a few that I have that are censored, obviously, but that we also have cute little ones like this for nightclubs. This one I think is good quality, but I can't remember because I'm too tired and too lazy to look. But ones like these have a lot of customizations.
It's medium.
It's better than nothing. I got bikini, got a sweater. Oh, I didn't even see that clipping. No, no,
Ghosty.
Don't look. Yeah.
No.
And kind of cute outfits. And then on top of that, gosh, I have so many avatars, and sometimes I wonder if I'm doing too much. One of my other favorite models. One of my favorite other models that I've worked on from scratch would be my old character, which is like if Boo met Bowsette and they became, I don't know, a whore. I don't know.
Damn boy, she.
I love you, whores.
Slay whore.
Sound like.
I could also just pop legs back on.
Hello.
I'm gonna be a little bit boastful about this. I'm very proud of how the heels turned out. Very, very cute kind of little detail. Sorry, I'm just
very pretty.
I'm also a little toasty,
Very
so I'm
steppable.
watching the steppies. But one of the main reasons that I've come today to this wonderful council of people, I already talked to Zuby a little bit about it, but if Ghost, if you don't mind coming up here,
I'm looking
like
at the
right here.
eyes. Saw him this one long time ago. Looks familiar. Look.
I may be naked,
Little forward. Little forward.
deal with it.
Little more.
This way. All right.
Little more.
Okay.
Close to me. Close to me.
Mm,
Close to me.
uh,
Close to me.
all right.
Closer to me.
I'm here.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, this is a project I have been working on for a year and a half. wondering why it took a year and a half? Sickness, lazy, super stoned, and absolutely
Stoned.
pisses me off with some of the things I've had to learn for this model. I have had a few problems. As you can tell, it is not perfect. It is still work in progress. Some of the things that I'm going to be working on, and thankfully getting some help from Zuby, and any other advice anyone has would be greatly appreciated. Let me just oh gosh.
Threshold legs in your racks. That's something else.
Are you
Don't worry
sharing the
about it.
plant model?
Not no. This is a customizable one, but if people can help me, I am willing to give some files to help. But one of the biggest things that I actually I might at some point, but it would probably be a much different version of this, like because this one is specifically his customized commissioned one. But some of the things that I'm having problems with at this moment are VRC rotation constraints, as you can see from the arms and the placement. Unfortunately, his hands will not leave his crotch. But you know, we're working on
It's a personal issue. That's not but yeah, okay.
Please ignore my co-host. One of the other things that I'm also having problems with is specifically via client side, when he is inside of it, the model jitters, not crazily, but you know, just a little bit of jitter. And when he looks from different perspectives, or you know, side to side, is not as bad. When he moves his head forward, in his perspective, the model is going into the floor. From our perspective, it is actually locking, which is great. You know, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, he's not going into his belly until he's, I don't know, getting tipsy. But the other problem with that is that we are seeing the backside of it. So when he bends all the way.
But how about you both step onto the stage?
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I wasn't there. That was my bad. I got so zoned into the thing.
No worries.
So the problem, again, just real quick, VRC rotation constraints of the arms, bending down, he is in his own nether regions, and seeing the backside of the avatar. So if you have any suggestions, things, whatnot, whether probably after the pavilion, just so we don't take up any more time, but I am very open to suggestions, notes. I have been working on this for a year and a half, and I'm tired, and I want to take a break, but I need to get this bitch done. So
you still have 7 minutes if anybody wants
and hi,
to
Starklich.
discuss it.
How was your day? It's going well, Starklich. Hope you're doing well
by all
too.
means.
Sorry for the late
The
reply.
back problem is very fixable with the head component. That's probably the easiest thing to fix so far. But the rest of it.
I ran into that camera issue many times years ago. The problem with that is camera placement. If it's too far detached from the model, because VRChat does auto-rigging for skeletons, you know, all that to make sure everything's placed where it is. If it's too far detached, it'll wildly swing your camera anytime you do movements. So it needs to be closer to where the neck source is. Am I still a silly voice?
Yeah, you're very
you're like silly.
Oh, I see. Interesting.
Asking,
You're also like
Gerald's
invisible.
asking, are you using hips
Oh
or
no, I'm
head
a spec.
locking?
Hello.
That's
They said I'm using head or hip locking.
you.
You catch a call to none, no, it's
You.
fine.
Like a molecule.
Just
I'm pretty sure I'm
it's a little
using
phlegm.
the head
Just a
movement,
little
and I have
full
the
full
hips-
phlegm.
I'm pretty sure I have the hips locked. I can't.
If it's VR,
Just a little phlegm.
it would be like a setting on Ghost Move's part.
Okay.
Oh, am I doing it? I don't know. If
No,
that's a setting?
I don't. This would be for like tracking, but where I have his
Oh,
viewpoint,
I'm just
please.
accidentally hit the zoom button, Raccoons. Just
Where I have his viewpoint at this moment is like right here, where my fist is.
I'm just
I was
zooming on the
suggested
focus.
to have it here. I will poon you. Where I've used to have his, or where I've been suggested to have his viewpoint is right here. But at the moment we have it about midway tongue inside. The bone structure for it. Do we have pens? One.
No,
See,
unfortunately.
Yeah.
My apologies.
That's fine. That's okay.
Thing is with cameras is, in prior experience, the further you
put it along the z-axis, the more it's going to cause it to whip around whenever you turn, look up or look down.
Yeah,
The
like when you look
closer you
down,
put it to the 0 point, the more stable it will become.
yeah, it's why
Okay.
you know, these big like anime avatars, if they have their viewpoint like really far ahead, if
Yeah.
you look down, it'll take their feet off the floor because it's like cycling around that thing. That's why it's better to have it like a lot closer to the head bone so that it doesn't like move the entire body when you look around, kind of stuff like that.
And the game
Okay.
compensates for that by
Um,
like hiding any element attached to the head itself, so you can actually have the camera inside the head a little bit without seeing anything because it doesn't render it for you.
Well, the good thing about that we've noticed is, yeah, like as you can see, he has this big fan of leaves here. But
do
when
like
he leans forward, I love them. I'm very proud of it. When he does lean forward, the fan does disappear and like the majority of the head. So he'd be seeing just like kind of the pinched version of the back of the neck, which is better than, you know, having to fight against the fan of leaves. But still not,
Ah,
you know, what
so
we're
you want
aiming
to
for.
see the head while you're in the head?
Oh no, we don't. We're saying that we're at a good point where we don't see the head. Like we don't see the
Oh yeah,
head.
like
and the
right
fan of
here,
leaves.
I can see. Yeah, right there, I can see everything in front of me. As soon as I start to tilt down, I just see the back of my back.
Yeah, and
It's
that's
just
where the
blocking
head
everything
function
in front of
can,
me.
like
Pretty much cutting the
Ah.
bulb
Mhm.
off.
The craziness of custom rigs and designs. Non-humanoids.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, I was born this
You-
way. Ah.
If I may suggest, you could probably. Are you in the Discord?
Ooh.
I did just join the
It's an
Discord. I
eye
didn't realize I
tracking,
wasn't in
on
it.
tracking.
There's help sections where you can pose questions to the community.
I am going to be 100% abusing the hell out of that.
Yay!
Oh Lord.
Outside of that, the only other problem that we've been facing again was the rotation constraints for the arms. And like as we
Hi,
can see on
Sermon.
Zuby
Hope you're
and
doing
like
well.
a bunch of other amazing artists, when it comes to, you know, rotation, at least VRC rotation constraints of the arms, it's it can work. It's just this one doesn't seem to be.
They're difficult to get working right.
Mm-hmm.
He's in the air, shaking like I just
hoping to
don't
get
care.
Concern. But that I mean, if there's no other suggestions, that's the end of my TED Talk, and thank you so much for indulging and looking at my wild creations. Also, thanks to Frofador for helping me like a ton over the past like 6 months.
Yeah, Profidor rules.
Thank you. We shall
Emotional
return.
support.
We shall return to the chairs.
I get to eat people now, right? You said I get like at least 2 snacks.
Oh no.
Sure.
You can start with down lyrics.
Oh, but I'm just a single pea.
You are
might have to
either
move towards me, though, so, like,
tiny
walking
speck
me.
or an infinite vast
space
space.
here.
You know what? You're not wrong.
You might
Might as
want
well
to
eat.
I'll be back.
Thank you, Beetleboo, for sharing, and Ghost Move for presenting as well. I believe I was next. What, right? Yes.
You are next.
I made
Heck
I made
yeah.
this avatar for a friend recently as a gift. Not this one. Let me see if I can find it. There it is. It's loading. There it goes. Loading. Rah.
There.
I'm a bunny man. I made this for a friend a few months ago as a present. They want to get into VR, and I made this model as like a way for them to get into VR. Rather, incentivize them to get into VR by having their character, their Sona, in. And I'm pretty happy with it. I got it done in like a couple weeks. It's very low poly, low effort, which made it easy for me to do. I'm using that digitigrade leg technique. Oh man, I forget who did it. But for many years, since Avatar 3.0 originally came out, I really tried to make my own digitigrade leg system, but I always failed. But there was this one person on Fur Affinity that had like this really detailed guide on how to do it. And it works all the time, every time. All the time, every time. It works. It's great.
Ooh.
I use it on all the avatars going forward. I don't know their name, but I will post the guide in the discussion after the event because it's very good.
Is it the rotation constraint method, or like?
Yeah,
'cause,
yeah.
yeah, I love the parallel rotation constraint method.
Yeah,
that
it
people-
uses parallelism, which is just like wild to me. It's because like the thigh and the foot, like a new bone here, is parallel, and they're always parallel to each other, and that's how it like works. But it uses I believe it uses rotation constraints with the regular humanoid bones, whereas the legs mapped to the geometry is a separate leg bone tree, I guess. And then I think the foot itself is just parent constrained to the foot, so that your feet are always where the feet should be. That's very cool. I love it. Specific interesting things for this avatar is that wait. Okay. They can find a loose cigarette on the ground, and they can pull out their crappy lighter
Oh.
and then attempt to light it. Oh wait,
That's
oh wait.
awesome.
Yep.
I didn't
It's
get
got
it
a
ready,
comic
but
fade effect.
I like it's coming from the floor.
sorry. Oh, there's another one. That's just the VRC emotes. I made this so this is an excellent avatar and you can't have part oh, the cigarette went out. It has a random chance of just going out.
I still see it on my end. Oh, there it goes. Wait, no, it's still going.
Oh,
like a
interesting.
fishbone chain or something? Like,
No. It's a trail renderer. But let me see if I can light it again on my end. There we go. The lighter is also random on if it works, because it's like a crappy lighter.
Oh, that's
There we
So
go.
authentic.
But the smoke is a trail renderer, because you get one if you want to stay within excellent rating. And what I did is that I just made a shader that over the length of the gradient of the trail, it'll just move the geometry upwards. So like it's not 100% accurate, but like if you're not paying too much attention to it, it's fine. But like it like just stops its motion because it's not like an actual physics like interaction. It's just like a line renderer, but it works fine enough, especially if like you're moving around and stuff.
Hi, Selena. Hi,
If you like
Selena.
keep
Hope
yourself
you're doing
in
well.
motion.
the
other
fun fact,
thing.
we're actually. Oh yeah, sorry. I was gonna say we're actually allowed a raycast component for excellent, like a singular one.
Yeah,
Somehow. So even more toys we can do with this now.
I know. The model I was wearing in this one, I've been trying to keep it within excellent to try to see like what
I'm
I
doing
can
alright,
do
Simon.
with
I'm
the
doing well.
super limited scope that they give you. And also it helps with not having to worry about let me see the time. Not having to worry about like a lot of maintenance. And one final thing to share, I believe. Wait, oh no, I have a few other things to share. They wanted specifically this to be a Half-Life 2 citizen outfit. I got them a Dr. Breen's Private Reserve can.
Oh, heck yeah. That is a deep cut.
The king.
Heck yeah.
And those are just like the little props I made for them to have some fun with. But I also did add, I added a, is this working? Doesn't seem like it's working. Hmm. I'm unsure why it's not working, but I was able to change like the eyes out to being like angry, closed, or like a glaring or something, but I'm not seeing the change happen anymore. I don't know what happened. The mouth is also supposed to have something, but it's not working. I'm gonna reset the avatar. There we go. All right. Maybe my prop's
There you
broken.
go.
Maybe my animator is broken or something. But I can swap out the eyes for being like surprised, closed, normal, and then like a glare, like "Oh, you dirty rascal, you."
What did you do to us, bro? What the fuck?
You're so wiggly.
I don't know.
And let's see. And then what did the swap mouths do? Oh yeah, just like so I have it to where like if they're like wanting to pose for a camera, they don't have to hold like an by speaking. I can just like I can just have like separate mouth poses that they can go into, and it'll go out of them while they're talking, and then go back in when they're not. Um. And then I got a tail. Tail can be angled up or down, and it can either be still or sway a lot at a float.
That's so
And
cute.
then and the ears have a direction to where they can be behind.
That's pretty cool. Wow, this is a very
And you can angle them a bit. And even when the ears are forwards, they can be angled.
This is
And
an
then
excellent model too.
this is an option that I have on all my avatars going forward. There's a fizz bones disable button. So like now I don't have fizz bones, but I put the bones in a specific pose. Like I disable the fizz bone component because I notice and some of my friends like to go into like driving worlds, and so like everybody's fizz bones are like a mile behind them. So I just disable the fizz bones when accelerating at a high speed or something. Actually, I have it. I set it up to where the avatar will automatically disable fizz bones if you go above a certain speed, so the person doesn't have to
Oh.
worry about doing it themselves.
That's pretty cool.
And I don't know if this will work because I have full body, but the friend doesn't. They just have like a quest 2 or something. But let's see. Can I leave full body? Yes, I can disable that. Here we go. Okay, not in. Whoa, that's weird. Legs aren't tracking. I'll reset the avatar again. Still not tracking. Anyway, let's see. Sorry, it's been a long while since I've been in VRC, so I'm having to get used to a bit of stuff. I'll change out of the avatar, see if that helps.
Doing tricks on it.
Where are my feet? I need to do the footwork.
Oh,
that's
shit.
all broken.
Posies. They're right there.
I don't know what's up. I guess I can't show it off, but y'all know of that Go-Go Loco, I think it is. It's a component where it has like all these different things.
Yeah.
In that specific driving world that a friend uses, apparently that component breaks in the world. So I had to reverse engineer in quotes, heavy quotes, what how they did their sitting tech. And so I just made a single pose that sits you into a little pose without having like all of Go Go Loco, because that's usually what it seems like the friend wanted, was just to sit down with their friends. Whoa! But let me turn back on FBT. Okay. But it would just move their avatar down and put them into just like a sitting pose like this. And so like they would be level on the floor with their friends, while still being in 3-point tracking mode. And it works in that world, so that works out. And so that is everything for this avatar. I'm very proud of it. It didn't take me long to make this. I made it in Blender and Inkscape, the open source Illustrator-like vector app. I like all the textures are Inkscape, all the eyes.
I do all my stuff in Inkscape as well. That's why my textures are so clean. It's all vector based, kind of like
love
stuff.
Inkscape. It's really
amazing.
easy.
Yeah,
Because like
I gave up on Adobe, so I had to learn Inkscape.
I used to do what's the word? I mean I still like it. I love Substance Painter. I've bought it multiple times over the years. But if getting into Substance, that's like a huge ordeal of like all these materials and stuff that you have to keep track of. When it's just Inkscape, it's just like one layer. I mean, I have 2 layers, one for emission as well, because like the eyes glow and the cigarette has like an emissive little thing on it.
Fun fact: if you when you're exporting the UV layout from Blender, you can actually export it as SVG, so you can have like the contact points and snap stuff to it in Inkscape. It's very nice.
That's a great idea. Also, for this avatar and my previous one, the red-shirted raccoon, I put onto it a detail of just a little bit of noise, so it's not totally flat colored. There's a little bit of just a little bit of noise to give it a little bit of texture. I was something else I was gonna mention. Oh yeah, the lighter. I'm pretty proud of this one as well. The lighter. Wait, what? Oh man, my animator must be real jank on this one. There we go. Can y'all see the flame?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, it's so.
I can't seem to. Oh, okay, now I can see it.
Okay.
You can kind of see it on the screen over there.
It just took a moment for me.
It's all it is. It's a single quad of a shader that's a billboard that's just always pointing up, and then I just add some flickering in the emission and the scale of it, so it makes it look like a little flame without being too much, without like a particle system or anything. So it's very simple, and I'm very proud of it.
It looks nice.
Yeah. That's all from me. So now it's you. I remember you're the one up next. It's your turn.
I thought it was Down's turn. Is Down?
Oh wait, was Down Lyric just invisible for me?
No, they were really tiny. They were like down to the floor.
I was a speck of dust floating on the wind.
Of course he was.
I can't believe you didn't see me when I was a millimeter. Bathman approaches. I'm Bathman. I made it. I'm all baths with a tragic tale to tell from all of my faucets, but that's for another time. For this, let's have some fun, folks. I got 15 minutes, and that's 15 minutes of fun. Let's do this. First things first, let's talk about great creations. And you know what? Some of the greatest creations come out of passion. And what's a great fueler of passion? Passion? Spite. I made this avatar out of spite. Yes! For GearFest. I had a collaboration with GearFest. I asked if I could use very poor avatars. They said it would have to be a tricky thing to navigate. I said understood, because I wanted a roller coaster. But roller coasters are very poor, as they are very large objects with a lot fundamentally going on to them. So I spent 6 to 8 hours working on a roller coaster that would fit the poor aesthetic, making it usable in club and party worlds, then made it public. Behold, the roller coaster is being spoken of.
Nope.
Oh my
It
god,
fits.
it's so tiny.
It fits on a poor avatar. Let's go. It's fully rideable. Fully rideable. It's got cheers. You put it on a poor avatar, and nobody can tell you no, that you can't use this inside of a club world. Look at Ribbon go! Ribbon's going! Go on! Go! Oh, Ribbon's going up the hill! Oh, Ribbon's going for the loop-de-loop! Oh, here comes the big loop, Ribbon! Hold on tight! Now let's scale it up a bit, shall we?
Chris, oh my. Oh, geez, Art.
Is there a missing track segment?
Oh yeah, don't worry. It makes it more fun when there's a threat of being crushed between two giant
what are you
gears.
doing?
I'm ready to die. It's okay, bro. Let's make it a little bit bigger, shall we?
Oh.
Actually, no, that doesn't clip into the ceiling.
It even has a
Uh,
fun little detail.
oh, I should have jumped in.
Shoot. Someone tried making them go to Pony Paradise. They were too late. Somebody tried setting up a portal trap.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh,
I have lost the match.
You know, great fun fact about this, it also has a visual modifier toggle. The front 2 seats are normal, the 3rd and 4th can be neon filter, and the 5th has a vignette for those suffering from motion sickness. All inclusive.
That's a rude portal placement. That's a rude portal placement.
now that everybody's all back together. Must be so nauseating to zoom in down.
Let me tell you, the most scary version of this roller coaster I call the 1%. It's where it's 1% scale and you're just whipping. Here
Oh
comes
no.
the big drop. Hold on tight, everybody, hold on tight.
I don't even know
Speaking
where
of
the
that
camera went.
whiplash.
Oh, there it is.
You did it! You made it through! I'm proud of all of you.
Yeah.
All right. And now let's immediately switch things up. All right, everybody. Question for you: Does anybody know where the world point origin is here? I believe it's in Spawn. There's a point called 000 in every world. Fun fact: if you don't code something properly within your shader scripture, you can actually cause funny interactions with the 000 point. Proof of the pudding. This is a carrot. This is an avatar I named Ah.
That person was on the ride.
Yeah, I think because you go.
This avatar is named Ah because the closer I get to the world point origin, the more unstable I become. If you follow me, this is an interactive experience. Let's go on an adventure. Come with me. We're going to we're going to the point. Now you'll notice the closer I get to
That's
it,
highly suspicious.
as I start to get closer to it, things are going to start to destabilize a little bit. Let's see here. I'm feeling it. Let my body figure this out. Oh, I'm feeling it. I'm definitely feeling it in my eye. I'm feeling it.
I'm feeling it, Mr. Krabs.
Oh god.
I'm feeling it a little bit. Oh, we're getting closer.
Oh,
We're definitely getting closer.
The opposite.
Uh-oh.
Now, if I can just find the origin.
The origin is literally in the
reachable-
middle of the circle.
Right where I'm standing.
I have to be slightly off for my maximum potential to be unleashed. I'm so close. I'm feeling it now, Mr. Krabs. Right here?
Yeah, you're all wiggly. Oh, you got beefy arms.
Hi guys, how are you?
That was wiggly.
Hi, CVX. Hope you doing good.
Jesus Christ.
If
This
I
is
can
in its
hit
final
the
form.
true like point where it destabilizes, though, I will puff up into a 10-foot marshmallow. This is hi, how are you?
I'm also high.
Oh man.
At this point, I can no longer see.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Looks like you found it.
This is my body. Hi, how are you all? You guys doing all right? Oh, you can't see anything. You can't see anything. How do you think I feel? My eyes are gone. There's someone over there now. And over there, and over there, and over there.
And a shower.
All right, everybody.
Hmm.
And over there. Welcome to an avatar I made 4 years ago for a very niche and specific problem. So I was known for ray marches on my body back in the day. But a side effect of ray marches on your body, people like to stick their head inside of your head. Which is very rude when you're having a civil conversation with someone. Oh, I wouldn't do it with this one. This one is the anti-sticking head.
It hurts.
Good. There we are. Ribbon's understanding. So, fun fact about this one, if you look from a distance, you'll notice that it looks like there's a bunch of cubes in my face and eye. How this specifically functions is the closer you get, the more cubes it will render, and the more your frame rate will drop. It will not crash, but it's enough, like, it's like a shot collar. You gotta teach people to not have personal space. So if you stick your head inside mine, you'll feel it.
Feelings
It does
to
nothing
crack.
until you get within a foot of the head, essentially. And then it goes,
Angus,
on
don't
your
worry
frame
about
rate and makes him go,
Yes.
yo.
It makes my
Goes
jump
very-
into a heater.
distancing.
To the promised land. Check me.
He's with the cubes now. Blender. Put him in the blenders.
Yummy cubes.
The ray march dimension.
Yummy blender cube.
Yes,
Wow, that's
this looks
very
like a
pretty.
0-point dimension.
Now with all this craziness, let's see here.
I'm abstracting. I'm abstracting.
You're doing a great job. I'm proud of you. All right, on to the
This is
next
what
bit of
it's
fun,
like
because
at
I still
the
got time. So, this one was a part of my moth
Yeah, you got
cult
time.
ritual avatar, in which I had a bit of an accident, and where I realized I could create something fun, well, completely by accident. Now, what you're seeing right now is nothing, which is good and correct. Don't mind me just wandering around. But the fun part about it is the cult members only exist if you have a light source, and they like to stare at people and move
No.
around. So if somebody
there
has
are guys.
a light...
Oh.
Does anybody have an
possibility I might
avatar
have
with
a
a
light, right?
flashlight? Oh wait, we have a lamp over there inside the area. Go grab
Yes,
it.
yes. Let's go
grab
back to the. Let's go back
Oh
to
no,
the.
let's not.
No.
That would be-
You want to stay
Oh
by
no,
the
no,
origin
just grab
point?
the light. Yeah, that'll work. Grab the light. I've done way too much setup that you cannot see.
Oh.
No, let's not go back. That'll break the whole thing. This is good. This is good. They're coming back?
I am here.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, shit. They've been swarming. These are great for horror worlds where you're navigating and they can just jump out from anywhere.
Can someone play with the light?
Jump scare anyone who
There's
knows
like
like
3
three
lights on their avatar. Oh dear.
Alright.
You could
We
really
have
do like
confirmed
a
that
ghost
0-point
hunting
dimension
mode.
is-
Like,
is
it's
indeed
so
infected by demons.
Oh, you want to talk about getting scary though? Let's.
Yeah.
This avatar is a unique avatar that I created for Halloween 2023.
Thank you.
Let me see here. So, this has a
Hi,
little
Fallen.
bit of
Hope
a
you're doing well.
funny effect to it. You might notice there's a blinding light on it,
Oh god.
Oh god.
but it's for
yeah,
a
I'm
very
well aware of
specific
that.
reason. This is a custom light
love it.
source. And if you become the avatar, you're the only people that can see the effect when you are the avatar. So,
Wait, do I have cloning on? I hope I do.
You do.
I sure do. Clone me.
I'm a moth
I
guy.
said I could make another generic spooky avatar, as I've made 100 body horror avatars.
I think I remember
But
this.
what if I made an avatar that made
Oops.
every world scary for the user? So if you turn on horror mode and then your headlamp or flashlight, every single world is an abandoned liminal space now.
That's really cool.
Oh god.
This also
disables
disables
audio,
and
too.
limits Fun fact, this disables other light sources and other particle effects in the world while active.
Everyone's eyes are missing.
That's fucking crazy.
Hence why you don't see the light from the lamp right now. So it's disabling the lamps, it's disabling other particles, so it truly makes any world you're in feel abandoned, and you can do a ghost hunter show.
Oh god.
I've been chased
Whoa.
by people who are screwing with us with spooky avatars before, while we were running around in a mall.
Debug mode.
That for them was well lit and thriving, but for us
It
was,
was a
nightmare
wireframe
scape.
thing, like.
You even got horror audio.
Oh yeah, horror audio for atmosphere for yourself.
I love it.
It's great.
Don't turn off horror mode. I am blind.
Finally,
Oh, Jesus.
Since I have time for one more thing, let's head back to this. You know what? You know what? Let's do it right here. Right here is actually even better because we're all on a level playing field. Let's see.
Switch back.
Here we are. Let's see if I can render my ship in this world or not.
Don't
Hello,
turn
Mip.
off horror mode. Don't do it.
Hey there,
Really
handsome.
render my
Come
ship.
here often. All right. Yo, it's time to ride my ship. Let's do one more.
Oh god.
Welcome, everybody.
Your horror filled the
Oh,
day.
so
Being a pirate is
They do have some things will
Oh, what
break
is
on this in this world due to the world's render distance, which has been cruel to me for years.
I'm so sorry.
I'm hitting
Hold on, what if I flip the
That's
ship?
oh god.
Nope.
Oh.
Reset.
What?
So
What?
you'll see if you look in this direction, things are fine. It's Outset Island's direction that has a little bit of render tearing. Let's see. But
is,
inside
Wind
normal
Waker,
worlds that
right?
don't have modified render distances and such like that, this is a full ship ride past Outset Island that I built. These are the original Wind Waker assets with updated renders and updated textures, and there are also burbs flying in the sky. It's a good sail around the sea
Oh.
today.
Wait, that seagull's going
Burgers.
backwards.
We
That's
gotta
how he's
always
suspicious.
remember,
So we're going
everybody,
forward.
you're
Oh.
all avatar creators.
There he goes.
We all have a sense of adventure. Oh, interesting.
I know
My
a lot of
eyes are quite
data.
powerful.
This is just
being in the
welcome to
central
Black
dimension.
Mesa transit system, but good on the pirate.
It's time for ye to walk the plank.
Throw him overboard, Captain Ribbon. They did too many Boolean values. We cannot allow this ship.
Imagine if I drop
It
a
can't
portal
handle it.
somewhere and everyone gets fragged.
That's so cool.
Too many. 3 million polys? Bury them in the low poly sea. See? Our GPUs can't handle that. So as you can fun fact about building this avatar, I have never seen more Z fighting and more render queue fighting in my life. Analyzing this.
I could see that.
Everything
Yeah,
wanted to
that
exist
makes
ahead of
sense.
each other.
Everyone's
That
trying
was
to
a fun
exist on
thing to
top of each
figure
other.
out.
You...
All right, let's set sail. We're doing a level skip, everybody. We're skipping all 8 dungeons and going straight to the Tower of Time. We're skipping.
Yeah.
Let's move it. Push it. Floor it.
Oh wow, it was right next to
God.
Onset
Oh
Island.
shit.
To infinity and beyond!
Electricity test stops and control facilities.
God, it's been a while since I played Wind Waker. Who knew? The final level was right beside the starting area.
Oh my god.
How did I miss that? Oh!
Thank you.
Thank you all for attending the Avatar Roundup.
Yay!
Yay!
And taking time to say a thing. Now, for
Lost and no
anybody
death.
who didn't have my avatar rendered, we're all Blair Witching and staring at a wall. So 15 people looking. That's my favorite thing when I've used that in instances with 60 to 80 people. Is having a new person join who didn't see it, and they're like, "What are you guys doing?" It's like, we're on a boat. They're standing in the middle of a road,
I'm on a
staring at a
boat.
wall.
I'm on a boat.
I'm a boat.
Look at me, I'm on a motherfucking
Let's make our
boat.
way back to the center and give the next person a spotlight. A round of applause to that individual who is Ribbon. And we get a name?
Zombie.
Hey,
For
my name's
Zoe,
Ned.
everybody!
Sweet.
Give it up for Zoe! Give it up for Zoe!
Sure. I'll give it a shot. I don't
Yay.
know how am I gonna follow that.
Oh, Lord.
That's why I typically go last at these.
Oops.
That's why I went
Oh,
first.
wait. I'm making this point at myself.
Alright, I think I'm here. Is everyone reconvened? Oh, okay,
No.
okay, I guess so.
With my
there you go.
chair.
Hello. All right, yeah, I'm Zobi. I also have been here a couple times. I make avatars from scratch and the likenesses. I've got a couple to show today, but one of them is a commission, and they did ask me not to share it on social media. So, out of curiosity, is anyone streaming right now? Is anyone like recording or taking pictures? Oh yeah, Ben. Where do these streams usually go? Is it just to the Discord or is it to Twitch
YouTube.
and stuff?
I just have a YouTube channel.
YouTube.
But is anyone even streaming? No one's dedicated streaming this.
I think Ben is.
Just me, I guess.
Are you?
Bento?
Just you?
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
streaming.
there's one stream.
Yeah, one stream. All right, and it's just a YouTube channel. It's kind of like not as commonly like viewed. It's sort of like an archive, I presume.
It's mostly archive, but
Okay.
I use it for dual multi-streaming. But not many people watch it. There's only like 9 people watching right now.
All right, then I
But yeah.
think it'll be fine. They're all right with
Yeah.
me sharing it around. They just don't want it like on Twitter or like somewhere where people can
Yeah.
see what's going on.
If need be,
So, yeah,
I could
I'll
edit
get
it
to that one
out.
soon.
It's like a work
Like
in
you could watch
progress.
us in the VOD, and
Secret
if you
sort
want
of
me, I
thing.
could just cut it out.
Yeah, it's gonna be the Snail's House avatar. If you can cut that out, then I greatly appreciate it. But yeah, all right. So we'll just go right into it then. I've got 3 things to show today. I'm gonna start with the least interesting thing and kind of get to the most interesting thing. In recent
52
years,
minutes.
I make avatars from scratch a lot, but I've been dabbling with the prospect of just for fun porting things from video games that I like and like whatnot. And recently, I like robots. I like Yu-Gi-Oh. Recently, Master Duel just added a card and model called Ryziel Detonator. Let me get him out. I've just ripped him. Like, this came out like 2 days ago, and I just went through all the trouble of figuring out how to rip this guy. I threw him in. So this is where he's at right now. So really big, really big robot. He's good. I gotta get to the point where I can figure out his shader because he's got big like blue thrusters on the back, these huge shoulder pads. I put a mat cap on him. He's not normally this shiny, but I kind of like it. It makes him look like he's got this big, chrome like finish to his like hot rod flames and whatnot. I used some muscle settings. Normally I would do, this was so quick that I just kind of put him in and tried to see what I could do in Unity. Normally I would like do some offset rotation constraints and stuff like that, but the muscle settings seem to be doing fine. I've set his shoulders to 0 twist and his arm to 0 twist, so his shoulders aren't rotating as much, so they should be keeping in orientation as much as possible. They do kind of break off here, but in fact, I don't think he's supposed to be able to. Let me swap myself to arm span. I think arm span tracks the arms a little bit better. Yeah, there you go. That's a lot better. Shoulders aren't supposed to rotate that direction, but I don't think he was intended to have this kind of range of motion anyway. But yeah, that's Ryziel Detonator. This guy, I'm hoping to, if I find more time, I'm hoping to maybe port him a bit more, give him some of his features. The way the ripping works, because this is a Unity game, it actually gives me his entire like prefab scene. His shaders are broken, but I have access to all of his particle effects, his animations and stuff like that. So if I can like reverse engineer it, he'll actually have lightning and like thunder and fire effects and everything. We'll see if I can get that far. I'm still pretty new to the whole ripping and porting avatar kind of thing, but you know, with Blender knowledge and my expertise, I hope to be able to make very high quality ports of very niche things that I adore, because I don't know who else is going to put freaking Ryziel detonator into
I mean,
VRChat.
it looks awesome.
Oh yeah. I was so hyped because I mean, at one point I was planning. I have a backlog of things I like to model that I want to model in the future, and this guy was on the backlog of Yu-Gi-Oh models that I'm like, if they never actually make this, I'm just gonna model him myself because I love his design. It is so metal. And then they just did. I don't know. 2 days ago, revealed Ryziel detonator in game. I'm like, holy shit. Okay, I gotta figure this all out. So it took like quite a few hours. But yeah, that's detonator.
I was shocked that like other Ryziels are fire type, but this one specifically is light type. All things.
That's the thing with the Ryziel archetype in general. Most pyros are fire. Ryziel is like weird. They make their pyros light type, and they make their thunders fire type. When thunder normally is light, and pyro is normally fire. So they wanted to make it a really weird archetype, and as a result, it makes it unsupported by a lot of things that are looking for that attribute combination. It's so weird, but I don't know. I like it. I think it's flavorful.
Yeah.
They need to do more weird stuff like that with monster typing, because it's like at this point Pyro might as well not be a type, because all Pyro monsters are like fire, and you're just using fire support at this point. So like making a light Pyro is really weird, and I like that. Personally, I think he should be a machine, because then I could run him in my machine brews. But beggars can't be choosers. So yeah, next thing, now that I've gotten to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! Never bring up Yu-Gi-Oh! Around me, I'll be on for hours. So yeah, so last roundup that I think happened, I actually missed it because Feraldi was happening at the time, and yes, I was attending. I wanted to show up to... It got canceled when people walked in, and then they realized that not enough attendance happened, so like I think it got canned. Yeah, it was one of those ones, and I don't. It happened last Feraldi as well. Like it happens every
this one was
Feraldi.
a week later because of the 4th of July.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit smarter to do when there's some big like event. It's like maybe we should postpone it a week, because we only get one of these a month. So yeah, like this I was actually making for the Feraldi, and she's not finished. Work in progress. All these things I'm showing are work in progresses. I did.
Oh no!
Oh, you're cutting
Microphone's
out.
cutting out.
Yeah, my bad. My Steam Link decided to kill itself for a bit. But yeah, for this Feraldi, last Feraldi, I was pulled in by my friend Slipdash, and I wasn't really much of a furry, so I went there as like a spy TF2 with like a furry mask on to just kind of like blend in. So it was funny, but like this Feraldi, I was like, okay, you know what? What's a furry character I actually like, and I can just like maybe model it for this time around. And yeah, this is Carmelita Fox from Sly Cooper. I grew up with these games. I adore these games. If you see the stuff that I draw, it's very heavily inspired by like the heavy line work and clean aesthetics. So I was like, you know what? This is the furry that I like. So like, fuck it. I'll model her for Feraldi. Didn't quite get her done in time, so I just kind of wrapped her up for the time being. I'll finish her later. Her UVs are not unwrapped, so she's just flat colored. The only thing that's unwrapped is her face. So I quickly gave her a mouth animation and an eye blink animation so that she at least looked alive. But yeah, this is where she's at right now. Some fizz bones. The hair is definitely the biggest setback, because this character has very curly hair, and as a low poly artist and whatnot, it's a lot of volume and shapes to try to figure out and make look good in 3D. It doesn't help that in Sly Cooper, the character models are very the character designs are very off model. Like the in the game model is different, the cutscene models are different, the concept artwork is different, so I have to like take multiple references. I'm trying to aim for as close to the cutscene look as possible, but even the cutscene look like cheats. Her hair changes depending on angles because it's just a voluminous fluff of curls. So it's like, okay, I gotta draw the line somewhere. Most of her poly count is going to be in her hair at this point. Yeah, she's got her gun. Also because not unwrapped. It's not doesn't have any of the details on it. Doesn't shoot yet, but we will make it shoot. I talked about the excellent performance raycast thing, and I've been debating using that for guns moving forward if I actually aim for excellent. I usually aim for excellent, but she has so much fizz bones for her hair, she might actually just have to be good. So beggars can't be choosers. But yeah, that's Carmelita so far. I think the jacket can come off as well, but like I still need to fix the weight paints because what was it like? They have so much trouble in the shoulders. I gotta fix the weight paints there because of clipping. I've never had to actually work on something that has an under yet that I haven't like culled out before. But anyway, so on to the next thing. This is the thing I've been talking about that like we may need to cut from the stream thing because of like the commission. But I'll put this on.
It's like an NDA.
It's not really an NDA. It's more like a soft like gentleman's agreement kind of thing. But this one is fine. This is actually a thing I did last year. This is Snailian from one of Snail House's music videos. She's got all these expressions. She's cute. She actually has a similar thing to that lighter that Ribbon showed earlier, where her hands they don't rotate. So that's how the shading is on the bottom. None of my avatars that I've done with cell shading actually have cell shading. They're all painted on shadows. So this was like a really funny way I could go about doing that.
That's so cool.
But yeah.
Good idea.
I showed her before, like a year ago, but showing this gives context to the next avatar that I'm going to show, so I feel like it's a good idea for me to break her out. But yeah, I did this entirely for fun, for like a low poly contest, and then afterwards, the artist, Snail's House, the musician that put up the music video and had all the stuff and bells and whistles, they actually really liked this. They retweeted it, they posted it, and then they contacted me asking for a commission. It's honestly like the biggest break I've had this entire since I graduated from college, like art college 2 years ago.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome.
Yeah, this isn't the commission though, but I'm about to put it on because I do want to show off its progress because I'm really happy with how it's turned out so far. Actually, yeah, I'll get back into it. I'll get right into it. So Ben, this is like the part where we kind of call this out, if possible.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'll edit it out.
Wonderful. Very, very cool. The next person up, and the last one that was on the list is KZC. Woohoo!
Yeah. British detected Zed.
Sorry, my dog ran out for a second. Hi guys, my name is Kaz. I just do stuff as a hobby. I haven't been to this event in a while, but I've been doing some stuff on the side for fun. The first one I'm going to show you guys is this one model. Have you guys ever heard of the show The Nut Shack? Just curious. No?
I mean, you're gonna get learned.
Yeah, so The Nut Shack is a Filipino cartoon that was made in the early 2000s. That was like really badly made. And the reason I made this is for a Silva Gunner high quality rip thing, because I do help them with some 3D stuff. For like I did a thing for their Tim and Eric high quality rip video for some of the 3D stuff.
Nice.
And they wanted me to make some Nut Shack stuff, like for them to help in the future. I'm like, okay. So I made this guy, the uncle. I still don't know what else to do for it besides like what else they're gonna ask me. So I might do some like extra stuff in the future. I still need to talk to them about it, but This is the really weird uncle from the show. He has like really lanky arms and fingers, and he's like really wrinkly. And the next model I want to show, I did for fun, was Hot Diggity Demon, Max Gilardi. For the burn bot, the little TV, I used the Among Us prefab someone made. I just replaced the Among Us astronaut with the TV I made for him.
Oh.
And I'm planning to make it so she can be more expressive. And
oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I'm planning to add a seat on her. Also, what else? I also made this one as a joke because I went to the Pug Dwellers instance and they wanted me to make a Cobson soy jack.
Oh no!
I don't like it either.
I don't like it either.
Yeah, it's really gross. I'm still learning how to do textures. So I made the textures in Blender by just texture painting it, so that's why it's kind of really icky looking. I might fix it.
I don't think it needs to look pleasant. All things considered, I think it fits the aesthetic.
It is a low jack.
That is exactly how I picture everyone out of VR. All right, that is everyone out of VR. That is exactly how I picture it.
I tried making his teeth really crooked and ugly too, because I wasn't sure if I made it correctly. But the teeth is like my proudest thing I did for this model.
This
I
is
made
like
it
if
very
you took
ugly.
the pickle guy from SpongeBob and made him a human.
Yeah.
Bubble Bass.
Yeah.
Bubble Bass became a man.
But yeah, I've been enjoying making these side things. They've been pretty fun. People enjoy it too, so that makes me a bit happy. But I'm not the best at modeling stuff, but I'm just glad people enjoy the dookie I make. That's about it. Yeah.
Oh, the multiple angles. Oh, that's nightmare fuel.
Oh yeah, give us a camera pan.
There's like some sort of avatar showcase.
Thank you for that torture session. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
No, it's a beautiful, horrendous art. I love it.
Yeah, great job on the models.
Applause. Motivation.
Well, that's the that was the first round of folks. If now that we're done with the original list, if there was anybody who would like to come up and want to share that maybe came in late or didn't have the courage beforehand, just raise your hand, I suppose, if you're able to. Or all right, so we have one. Or maybe hop up and down if you're on desktop. All right, come over here, Fruffador.
Yeah.
Oh, heck
okay.
yeah.
Well, I wasn't
Fruffador,
thinking
let's
about
go.
showing this, but I have a good friend of mine who has had this really out there profile picture they've like always wanted to have an avatar of, and sort of as like a gift, I decided to try my hand at putting this together. So before I show it, I think it's funnier to describe it. How many people know Carl Sagan, right? Like
Oh,
the
no.
scientist.
Yes.
The Cosmos.
What are you?
Yes,
what did you do?
yes, of course.
Road?
Okay, so now imagine him as a Pokemon trainer. Okay,
No.
it's like
Pokemon
a
trainer
fun
Carl
bit for
Sagan.
the character.
No.
And my friend also really loves clowns. So
Clowns? Oh no. Did he make it like a
What a triple
Mr.
save.
Mime, Carl Sagan?
I threw this together in like a week or
Fine.
two. Oh, it went back. Why did it do that?
Oh, VRChat's been doing that lately. Oh,
Yeah,
my
what's
God.
bouncing?
VRChat decided no, this cannot exist. Oh no.
A Pokemon.
Yeah.
Carl Sagan.
That's
Clown.
kind of the funny bit of it.
Welcome to VR. Hey, is that
yeah,
Kabutops?
so
Buto on
I
VR heads.
was like, I'm gonna see if I can do a celebrity impression, just like a quick poly model thing, and then it just turned into like, okay, okay, well, I got most of it done. Let's do the textures. Let's do everything else that's in the picture.
That
So
looks
this is
really
for my
good.
friend Carl Pagan, who helps run as a moderator at
Kabuto.
Ancients. Yeah, little
Ah.
kabutops on the shoulder here.
Nice
Part
kabutops.
of yeah, he's got a little VR headset. That's part of the picture.
I like that.
That's cool.
Yeah. Actually, I can do a small.
I like
little
take the
hack
hen off.
too, because I thought the hairstyle is kind of what makes Carl Sagan stand out.
It's definitely Carl
If you
Sagan.
want to hide the nose or put kabutops away. This was just a really silly little thing I
Oh.
wanted to help a friend out with. He's been having like this. Someone did a fan art of this character. I don't have it on hand, but if you look up Carl Pagan in the Ancients VR, he uses it like all the time for his profile pictures and stuff. So it was just like it was a really silly little thing. Yeah.
It's a really good model of Carl Sagan as a clown.
Basically, it's
That's
not
really
meant
good.
to be like, like, oh, we think Carl Sagan is a clown, like we don't like. It's out of respect, actually. He just he collects every free clown avatar out there on VRChat. Like that's his whole thing. He loves clowns. So it's not like we're dissing Carl. This is a complete tribute out of respect. Like, it's supposed to just be like a mishmash of I like all these things, so I'm gonna put them all in one avatar kind of thing. So yeah, I can't really explain why he's also a Pokemon trainer, but that's what those details had. So
Quirky.
I thought I'd show
Honestly,
that
it
off.
makes sense. It just makes sense. now at
Ash
this
falls
point, you know?
after
like the
age.
hat. I like
Yeah, I
the
was gonna
Ketchum
say,
hat.
Provador.
Yeah, the
Right
Ash
over
Ketchum
there.
clown hat is really
Missing
good.
though. Right over there.
That's a missing.
It's a missing
They
though.
turned into the out on the floor this entire time.
Oh, there's a missing
to
note.
capture. Their sleep status.
No, I think he's probably above level 100. It's probably the calculations are going to glitch out. It's not going to work. All right, but that's
Oh,
all.
corrupted save data.
Yeah.
You said
That's
you
really
modeled
good.
The face?
That's
You said
really
you
good.
modeled the face and everything?
That
Oh yeah, this is
face.
100%
Oh
from
god.
scratch.
Wow,
Camera
that's
was
really
awesome.
good. The face is really good.
That's really good.
The Visemes
really
are
good.
clean.
Yeah.
Those are clean.
Look at
little
that.
Visemes.
Cat's Blender plugin. You make 3 Visemes and it makes the rest for you. It's like that's all you need. You could use it for years. So
That's really
yeah,
good.
fun to position that stuff. Mm-hmm.
10 out of 10. Good shit.
Yeah, great work. Thanks for sharing.
It's really good.
And thanks everybody else for sharing. I'm glad that we had a nice event this July.
That's lovely.
Heck
yeah.
Yeah.
I was so scared I was gonna miss it.
Me too.
Yeah, I was afraid I was gonna sleep in. Oh dear.
But yeah, thank y'all for coming. We'll be back on August 1st for another event. Tell your friends, let your friends know that this is happening. Let them know about communitymeetup.net. That's where they can get a invite link to the Discord. And this is like in collaboration with the community meetup, which is a Sunday mapping meetup where they share work in progress of maps and you get to run around them and get feedback and junk. So yeah, thank you. I hope y'all have a lovely July and see you again in about a month.
Thank you.
Thank
Yes.
you.
You for surviving.
That is fun.
I've got to get going to a rave in person, so I gotta get going. Thank you all.
Oh.
Go ahead,
This
Slurpee.
is a nice
It's free
plan.
Slurpee Day today.
Bye everybody.
I
See
also
y'all
have
again
to
another
get going
time.
soon because I have to get ready for the
Bye, bye,
DVD
bye.
competition.
Zombie, I also have a Yu-Gi-Oh nerd, but I'm more
Hey.
of a goats and medicine.
I'll be right
fellow.
back.
I want to ask
Come
and
something.
do a trade
Now we
with
have
your
answers.
You can send me
Now
up
we have-
later. Yes.
We now
Yes,
have
yes, yes,
answers.
yes.
We now have the fixes. I told
My
you.
favorite thing is trains and trains.
Yes.
I'm very,
We're gonna get it.
I
We're gonna
very
get
like
it.
trains. Trains are my
I've also
favorite.
made
It's-
this model for him too.
What is that? I'm
This was a
actually
birthday
not familiar
present
with
from a while ago.
It came out
Yeah.
late Zexel era. It's
Yeah.
like if you've ever seen Anna Kaboom in the anime,
What's it
she
called?
like trains or railway, just like
Cool.
literal
Nice.
locomotives. Like
I don't have
you
thumbs
just
to give you
summon
thumbs up.
literal
Got it.
trains. and then you overlay them, and then you make railway mounted like artillery, like from like German era. So it's kind of metal. I'm not gonna lie.
Middle finger.
That's my personal favorite archetype.
I've seen the space car. I didn't know that there was a. Holy crap! There's an archetype that's just Trey.
It's an
Because
off
I used to
archetype.
train. Yeah.
They're not tied together by name. They're tied together by stat line. Like level 10 Earth Machine. Like like very. You gotta really
Honestly, this
look
makes me wanna,
specifically
like,
for them.
make
It's
more
hard to get them all
Like, I want to
in
do
one
more
spot
stuff
because they don't
and
have an
learn all
archetype
the
name.
Actually,
But they're great. I love
I've actually
trains.
had a full. I haven't
Although
shown
they're
this
a little
lot,
bit
but
past
I've
Edison.
had in
If
the works
we're talking
this- I
Edison
have
and
been
Goat,
doing a full.
my favorite Goat
It doesn't
format
need
deck.
to be.
from scratch.
I was just saying that's what they typically put on. I know about some modern stuff. I don't know
something I've been
all
using
modern stuff. I haven't played in a couple of years.
Like all the others.
I mean,
like,
I don't mind
skills that go
talking
into
Edison. I
making
love
stuff.
Edison.
Anything beyond like Marincis and
So
such,
I
I
have
would
them
need
like
to.
mostly done.
I'd need
I'm on
to
clothing.
look up.
Clothing is the hard. I'm like.
Both my thankfully trains were before links. Link era post is like a lot harder for me to get into, but I try anyway. Because there's some cool archetypes that come out, like Rebel Bots or a new one.
was one of my
I have been
favorite
working
formats to come out of modern.
like
Gold
outside
yeah.
of
Yeah, Gold Pride's really
I've been
cool.
working on a
And then you
new
make
spider
Of course I like
kind of
Ryzeals.
model that's like a Delta
Ryzeals,
Rune
Springans.
mix
I like a lot of the
Salem
machine
kind
ones,
of
if you
thing.
can't tell.
And-
It's obvious.
Yeah. Let me
For
see.
Edison, my favorite.
I can
Well, actually,
send
both my
you
Edison and Goat decks, they're both Rescue Cat decks.
the
I
sketches
love
I
Rescue
have
Cat,
for
so when I
him.
go back in time, I try to
I'm
use
actually
Rescue
very
Cat
proud
stuff.
of him.
So, Goat format,
Oh crap!
I play Rescue
Okay,
Cat,
I was gonna send both of them,
Elemental
but
Hero,
apparently I'm
Fusion
doing
Gate,
it
like
individually.
Turbo. So Rescue Cat can like
dude, you could do
summon out
all
like
the
Mystic
arms.
Sheep, and then
That's
you
what I
can
was
use
thinking,
Fusion
like,
Gate
and
to
that
fusion
also
summon like
teaches me more about
monsters that are
defense and,
a
like,
lot larger than the
positioning
format can
and
normally
puppets.
handle. So
And
that's
I
my
was thinking of
Goat
making
format
like
deck.
a animation.
My
puppet.
Edison deck, I play X-Sabers,
Um,
which is similar. You
and
summon
also
Rescue
make
Cat, he
to
summons the
make
two
eyelashes
Wolverines.
appear in
It's fucking
front of
amazing.
it. So
One of
it's
my
very-
favorite Edison decks to
Yeah,
play.
yeah, that's what I was
against my
thinking.
friend many
And
times.
especially
was
because you know me,
Big
I love the bangs
koala.
over. But I also like
The
the fact
bang-
that
Yeah.
I just show
the
big koala,
ponytail.
but the
I don't. I haven't colored it, but
I had
the
3
ponytail
matches
is
in a
actually
row
made
with
of
a
fire.
friend of mine where we
Yeah, I was
fully
gonna say, it looks
shuffled
like
their decks
fire.
and
You could
everything.
definitely
Yeah.
animate
And
it, like,
3
with
matches in a
your-
row, I summoned Master of
I'm
Oz
sending it to
turn
them. So they
1.
can
It's
see it.
And
It's
then they
actually
had
cool.
then they Ross
Yeah. I think you
sent it to me.
steal 3 games in a row in
Yeah,
their first
I'm
hand
just
and
sending it
took
ready
my
now.
Master of Oz.
Are you sure that's not Goat format? Because Goat
I'm
format has
thinking-
Snatch Steal, I believe. Yeah.
And I've been like
I run
looking
them
at
as
starting
well.
another
In
avatar
that cat
project
deck,
because I
you
found
know,
this
you
really
rescue
cool
cat out the
roleplay
2 Mystic
community,
Sheep,
and I'm
you
like,
Fusion
I
Gate
think I might get into
either
this.
the
So now I'm like, well, I have to make
kangaroo
the whole.
or the. I think I run
Have you ever
kangaroo.
heard of
Because I'm
Melfi?
like, you know, going extra.
Oh yeah,
like
that's a
that.
newer one. Melfi is really fun.
But I don't know how long
I've
that'll
run
take.
Big Koala in Melfi
Okay,
before
okay.
because
Boo,
it has
Boo. Do
shocking
you get tournament?
amount of
You
synergy.
can hit me up tomorrow. We can talk.
Yes,
I
yes,
can get some
yes.
rest.
Competition. Fuck,
And
I
then you
gotta
do your
go.
damn thing.
Modified beast
Yeah, yeah,
monsters
yeah,
and
yeah.
Cheeto
Yeah.
beast
Can't
monsters
work on
for
it
free.
tomorrow. I have
Specifically, there's a
everything at
Melfi that
we
lets
can-
you summon a vanilla
But
beast
Monday,
monster.
Monday.
And
We'll do it
Big
later.
Koala
Monday,
is
we
like
talk
the
Monday then.
single
Okay.
strongest
Get your rest.
vanilla
Make sure
beast
you rest
monster,
too, all right?
2700
All right.
attack.
I'm gonna try and have like a 20-minute nap.
The super big sheep
It's a little late, but like, honestly, I recommend this if you want to like invite to everything. I can help you with it. It's amazing. I learned it from that motherfucker right there. Which, by the way, you guys would have so much to fucking talk about. Cool shit, cool shit.
Support.
Artists,
I used to like your low model before, that metal ribbon one. I like it, it's cool.
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
always the
yeah.
super
You're a little ribbon for me right now.
Though I will say, my
Yeah, no,
favorite
I
deck
am. I
that I've
switched
ever
back.
worked with and run is so
but,
incredibly niche
Yeah,
that
I took off the
nobody is familiar with it, as
Yeah.
it's an archetype that
Silly,
contains
silly,
2
but,
whole cards.
I mean, usually I'm in like
It's called Testudo.
but I like the
And it's
Testudo.
Testudo
Oh,
or
that's
Numen
sick.
or Numor Eds
Right?
Testudo. Those are the only 2 cards in the
That's
whole
actually
archetype.
fucking sick, I love
And
that.
it's just a
It's
tiny
fun,
turtle
yeah, and
on
it's
a
like
board.
it's all
And
running
it's
animation.
since for the
So,
turtle
like,
was
just,
God
you know,
and
it
God
runs,
was
Sorry
a
about
turtle.
pretty optimized.
And they have the polar opposite
Yeah,
effects.
couldn't get the bone count down because everything's a
People
bone.
run Rada Newman because Rada Newman is a
You
floodgate,
guys
so
talk to each other.
tiny
So,
turtle turbo,
love you.
so they can
love
get him
you.
out.
Yeah,
love
yeah.
Bye, enjoy the competition.
Chris, lovely seeing you. Yeah, I'll try to help you with the avatar stuff when you're available, or both available, yada yada. I'm always happy to help.
Get some
what I
vegan
do
stuff.
is quite nasty with it. I run Testudo.
Watch out, I'm sharp.
Testudo, no, 1 for 1 to cheat out. Oh,
So what kind of
have
work
a
do you
wonderful night.
work on?
Great work on your. I love your aesthetic.
I haven't done much work with VRChat models. I'm here because I joined them, but I have made a mask for one of my avatars and have done some retextures. I can show those. If,
I love the Halloween stuff.
yeah, hold on.
Absolutely great.
I am a big lover of horror Halloween stuff. I just don't
So
get to whip it
retextured
out
this
too
one.
often.
Give it a look back.
A lot of it at least. So these thighs, the jacket, made the mask.
Nice.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Be safe,
Oh,
man.
look at that. Like a
So,
frog
are you
shark.
familiar with 1 for 1?
Yeah. Almost. People say that it wasn't really a frog, but yeah.
Level 1
This
monster
whole
straight from the
text.
deck, and you discard a monster.
Huh.
I thought that was like a weird shader effect. Like, oh, that's just seeing your skin through the rip.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways,
That's really fun.
It's all there
yeah.
came with the model, but yeah.
Testudo Eric Newman to Floodgate.
Is it a cutout
1800, only can special summon
Or is it
Yeah,
like...
it's just like an alpha map. That's just.
Ties? 3 copies of Ties of the Brethren.
Yeah, you know, I need to. I realized recently I saw products someone made where you can have like a vision thing over
And
your
then you can
like your
special
screen
summon
so you
2
can see
monsters of the
wireframe
same
of
type
anything.
attribute.
And I'm like, I really want to get that because I want to be able to look
Yeah.
at people's
Treeborn
polygons.
Frog, which
It's always a
I know. I want to do that as well. I didn't know there was like a thing. I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I can send it. It's like called Ike Bud, like Ike from Super Smash Brothers, and Bud. And there is a, it's like a whole product. I think it's like $11, but essentially it comes with all these animations and all these effects, and you can like use it to like see avatars through walls, and you can turn on the wireframe
1, 2,
mode.
3,
You can have a mini map
4,
to see like a top-down
5,
view of
6,
like
7,
the relative current location.
9, 10,
It
11,
looks kind of like
13,
looks useful. I'd say.
15,
I don't think I need all of
17,
them.
18, 19,
Just having like a little thing appear over your eyes and then
20.
that means I'm looking at your polygons. It's kind of it's a little deep. I'll probably add it to like a feature.
You got 10 to power roll yet?
Sure,
Tempted now. So you guys convinced me it was wholesome Zoe. I mean,
I've
what?
actually made the textures for like the shirt as well. Hold on, wait, let me going to take off these
Take DMs.
add like some more texture stuff. Yeah, got a little face there.
God damn.
Yeah, tribal pattern-ish stuff.
God damn.
Yeah, like I'm working on like this.
Why are you
furry
making me
character,
neuron
and it's been
stimulated when I'm in the
like,
middle of
when
a
you're
crowd?
just, like drawing patterns on. I'm like, this is cool. Like I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm standing with a bunch of people in a room and you're neuron stimulating me,
Looks
Angus.
fun and you have fun, then that's what's important.
Only.
Exactly.
Because Stormir Force doesn't destroy
yeah,
Isn't that like the worst thing? If you're like in a meeting or in like a group of people, then all of a sudden you got like a really wholesome thought going on, and you're like, well, this is awkward.
Detonator is able to have a multi-per-turn destruction. If I don't want to wear Detonator, I'm talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! I want to be Detonator.
Yeah. You know, speaking of Detonator, that's partly why I liked Gold Pride so much, is Gold Pride was such a stupid archetype. Where it has one card for every single archetype in the game, and every one of those cards is also not only a different archetype, but a different type.
Yeah, this has been going on for years.
So you have one XYZ, one Link, one Synchro, one Fusion, and they're all different types, and the whole archetype is a bunch of aliens having a race. And how it works is they have a vanilla monster, and then you trigger the vanilla monster, use its effect to get the archetype version of it, which is its attack mode. And it only lasts for one turn, then it reverts back to the effect monster.
There's a lot of cool stuff that I've seen here.
So it's basically racers activating turbo mode, reverting back to normal racing mode. And one of its cards has a unique effect no other card in the game has that I've seen, called Nitro Head. Nitro Head has the ability to place a token on the enemy side of the field that can't be used for anything, no tributes, nothing. and you pick the slot
But,
spell or a trap zone.
Definitely gonna try to get
Spell,
back into
trap,
things
or
if
attack zone,
things work out,
and
or
then
if I
the
can just
next turn, if
dedicate
Nitro Head is
more
on the
time
field,
to
you can detonate it, and it
in the
destroys
works,
everything in a
and then
plus
I can
sign
actually
around
start
it.
uploading stuff.
An extinct horse.
Oh, so it's got like an area of effect kind of zone stuff.
Yeah, you place a Bomberman bomb in the enemy's field.
Yeah. That's why I like Springen's Merrymaker. Not Springen's Exoblower. He does the same thing. He can just target a zone and then he just blows up the cross from that zone, including the spells and traps and the link monsters. It's so lovely.
They ripped off of my gold pride.
Avatar has
Before I disappear.
Springen's was before Gold Pride, I think. It was like early Albesta.
I think it's constraints
No,
to.
Was that a later Spriggan card? Because I thought, I think Gold Pride came out a couple months before Spriggan.
That would be
Springen's. It was their first wave of cards. It was. You know how long we've had like Albast stuff. Like it was within the first wave of all that like lore stuff. So like
things work, there might be.
It was when I came back to the game that Albus was from, and boy, did I
upon activation.
Did I not enjoy that era?
That would make sense.
Well, he's back again. So 5 billion years of more Albaz.
It never left. Just more Albaz.
They gave us more support. They gave us more stuff. More Albaz.
500 incredibly fat Albus. The incredibly fat Albus.
Please, I just need more branded fusion.
Yeah.
Just a crumb of branded fusion, please.
Can I have 4 copies of my deck, please?
I got a quick
As a way me
Well, my best friend likes Flow Injuries, which is
Slowing Lear
Oh, go
Domestic.
ahead.
My man, I'm about to disappear and shit. I just wanted to ask real quick, Dow, about the orb.
Yeah, it was like.
Is that orb like? Is that on the market? Are you selling that bad boy?
Oh, you can just have it, mate. It's public. It's a good utility avatar. Here you go.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So if you're orbiting the main head,
Oh, okay. I clearly appreciate it, man. Thank you. Oh, this shit is so fucking cool.
Oh yeah, good for lights.
It's
you know,
It's literally just lights. You can scale it. You can give it a mission, set its color, and it has a light source. So it's good for navigating worlds.
Direction.
because I hate hard maps, and I always get drug around.
You should add a reflection probe option so that you can dox like world reflection probes. Because I love this one. This orb for reflection probes.
The sun.
I don't want to get into. It's like
Behold the sun.
Holy
You can get the tiny sun. Oh my god, your Helios. Your Helios and the other Helios. That's a big
They'll
orb.
orbit each other. I like going as microscopic as possible because this is about as small as you can get. You can
it's
get
basically
that
ray
small.
marching shaders.
Yeah, it's damn near invisible. I see it. He has it.
And then I just change my color.
And here,
I have some answers for that.
I'm just a little guy.
Marching is just. Yeah, it's a wolf guy. He's over there.
Oh, that is just a reflection probe on it.
I have no idea.
Also, I'm just gonna say that the rain marching stuff is like witchcraft to me. I don't know how you guys do that. I did shared brews scared the hell out of me.
Load because my PC is running out of
Suffering. Suffering and breaking things, as you saw today when I showed you an example of it
The
breaking.
one that has all these crazy orbs.
Well, it's like,
hey, you're talking
when the world
about-
does something, it's not, there's only so much you can do if the world isn't like.
I speak
gonna let
via
you,
the
you know.
orb.
Hello.
Yes,
I speak via the orb.
I speak for the
I
orbs.
was wondering about ray marching on avatars for shaders. You seem like you know something about those.
Pain.
Yeah.
Pain and suffering.
Okay,
Oh,
awesome.
but that's
You
right.
like math?
I suck at math. I want to get better at it.
Rain or
There's a Rayman March like lava lamp thing to Poyomi, but you have to like pay for the pro for it. But I met the guy who would work on it like at the Ferality. He was showing it off, and it's crazy. Like I think his name is Frolic. Dude's, I don't know. Whenever I talk to Shader Gurus, like the two that I talk to that I know are Killer Bomb. He doesn't play as much anymore, but he made audio orbs back in the day. And he knows everything. That guy's
good
insane.
cut.
And
Just
he's
trigger
very
Bento's neural one
helpful, so-
message. Don't mind them smuggle might.
For VRChat.
Very much.
Oh,
Yeah,
look at
it's like,
that. Yeah.
It's
it's witchcraft to me. It's
one of the best pieces of advice I can give to anybody pursuing Raymarch is Shader Toy is one of your best educational tools and friends. To learn picking it up and learning. and learning how to adapt it.
On your other
A lot of what people do for inside the Raymarch community is they actually do coding language conversion.
Yeah,
I always flip these up, but I believe it's GLSL into HSLS. Yeah, Unity uses a different shader language, and you need to convert it over from shader toy to that.
Yeah,
and then you can edit it from there.
I got second place.
It's a great idea to use shader toy as a template, convert the language, and then modify it to what you want it to be.
And the other one that did get first place was
really exaggerated.
So this was like a warp one I found on shader toy, and then I modified it to have a lot more depth. So if you stick your head inside of it, it goes deeper.
I uploaded it to VRChat, but I got honorable mentions. It was I took
diving into the depths.
Artist called Nilnal.
That is one of the best tips I can give. Use shader toy as a lesson and learn how to do that code conversion. Because if you can get that code conversion going, not everything will translate cleanly. Like if it has special noise fields and such, it won't translate properly.
Yeah.
But
Beetle showed me that.
It's not as crazy hard as you think. There are limitations, but there's also a lot of fun to be had. You know, one of my favorite Raymarches.
I was rendering that video
let me
and
whip
putting
out
it
the
together on the
avatar.
last day. Like,
It's
it was
just a
like,
really simple, dumb one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did an entire.
That is a 3D object on a 2D plane.
You know, animation for it and everything. I put way too much effort into it, and then I made
masks.
Don't
look at me!
I'm the avatar. Like she's public in front of my eyes right now. If you wanna
I
steal
look
her.
so bland without my
I put a little
goggles.
thing in there saying that
My little hat. There.
and I never did.
And let me pick a hat. This hat'll do.
I know that feeling. There's so many things I've never gotten around to do.
This is one of my favorites here. Right?
This one. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, that's for it.
This one upsets people, and I love it. Some people, like most people, some people go wow, some people go.
My first avatar. I got into
It's completely flat. There's nothing 3D here. This is flat.
Extendo arms. I thought was
Be
really
upset.
That is cool.
You can never touch or reach it. It's just. It's perfectly 3D on a 2D plane.
It was the only one that I knew that had a public Discord in VRChat at the time, and that's how I ended up becoming friends with him.
Once you get to the crazier stuff, this is like
The ideas
there's a difference
and
between
whatnot,
like Ray marching and
the way I've done it here.
2D and 3D Ray marching versus ray tracing.
Two skeletons. One skeleton that's entirely no geometry, and
See,
the other skeleton
that's
has all
like
geometry on it.
that
So
is
the geometry
properly
skeleton,
Ray march,
rotation
ray trace.
constrained.
Let's see.
Yeah.
It's like this where it remains 2D, but you can do fun effects like
do whatever the
this.
hell I want with this. Yeah,
Boing.
translate, rotate, it will translate, scale, everything.
Just put some
I have
background
full
music
access
on this,
to
have this on a
it's
wall, and it's a
because
it's a
of
vibe.
the rotation constraints.
Or
I'm not seeing it.
Animation that like is.
Here, I
We got Scandian.
I see the
Oh, there it is.
That's an animation.
Yeah.
It's technically translation because I didn't think that stretch would work. Oh yeah. Those are.
then you
actually
can
just model
then
systems.
throw in some ribbons.
I want to build it into her though, because the particle system is actually inflating my
Then
materials.
complete
now,
the
and I kinda wanna
then
add
complete
more
the
toys
triangle with a
and
bit of
still keep
flow.
them good because I'm a glutton for optimization.
Flow reacts with bloom quite intensely. I forgot how much bloom is in this world.
Systems as well, so of course I went for it. And
Add
they
the
don't scale
pyramid,
well when I shrink
and
her,
bam,
unfortunately.
you're surrounded by Ray March.
The shader doesn't really like.
I'm gonna do it.
So the particles
I'm gonna
stand
do
up,
it.
but it's still cool. It's fun. I
Oh,
need to
shit.
make her roots extend. That was
The
a
people.
I didn't get them to do it. Like, made an extension animation. I didn't put it in the avatar.
I'm gonna do it.
There it
rotate
is.
independently. But I didn't
I'm gonna do it.
yet either.
Do it to
Only
him.
thing I
Prank
got
him,
around
John.
to
I'm gonna do it.
was this feature because I thought it would be fun.
I'm gonna do it.
And extend arms in.
I'm gonna frickin' do it.
It's on everyone.
You think I won't do it? I'll frickin' do it.
I'll
frickin' do it.
Let me see if I can
I'm gonna
pull
do
out
it.
a friend of
I'm
mine.
gonna frickin' do it.
24 hours later. Oh, Jesus.
I'm gonna do it.
Next day, 24 hours. Or...
Everything's safe again.
I was gonna say though, I
Perfect.
That's funny. I love this.
All right.
Before you swap out the avatar, I love
Main
this
thing
design.
is just
I
keep
eat up,
passionate,
like,
keep hard at work.
robots and,
It's
like,
tough at
articulation and
first,
stuff
but
like
the
this.
longer you
Really
get
clever.
into it, the better you get at it.
I have plans. to
It's
do one,
commitment
like,
to it. That's the most important aspect.
Constraints actually right now. It's
And
just,
understanding that you're not going to be the best from the start. Where I started,
have to worry about that.
I wanted to make this little spider avatar I found for free work.
But
I wanted it to be big though. I didn't know how cameras moved. I didn't know how orientation worked, so I had a giant backward spider with no animations, with the camera in the floor.
Where the bone is kind of
Everybody starts somewhere.
and it can rotate. Like
Yeah.
I've motivated and tried to assist a lot of people in getting started with avatars, because my recommendation is just find an avatar you like and think, hey, wouldn't that be cool in blue? And learn how to make it blue.
Oh, you should try like this one.
And learn how to make a chair. Maybe learn how to spawn an object. Look up what are common add-ons people use. VRC Fury, learn how to toggle like a bottle, like a soda in your hand. Learn one little thing at a time.
Oh no!
Don't be like me that skipped all the fundamentals and went straight to the complex stuff, and then when people asked about fundamentals, I couldn't answer.
By the time I made Sonata, I need to
It's
go
like,
back
you want to
and
learn how to
preserve
do a functional ray march into a network synced world drop?
rotate them now.
Oh,
But,
you want your character to have a contact where they touch they can take their hat off their head? I got no idea how to do that.
Muscle settings to not
I know now.
rotate his,
I learned that eventually, but I don't want to do it because contacts are
the low poly
evil.
is very limited on those elbows, I can see, so that would be difficult.
Contacts, the one system you can't take shortcuts on. There's no easy street to contacts. It's the hard way or no way, and God, does it drive me crazy.
I want to talk about constraints and joints.
For now, though, friends,
yeah.
let's end on a high, happy note here.
That was another feature
thing. I've got a product for each of you. I'm gonna Wizard of Oz you all. Here we are. Welcome to the trading post.
Yeah, you can do that.
I put you in the store. You're good now.
That's how I do the head.
So let me remove the pyramid. As you can see here, for you, Bento, because you're green, I got you this plant that'll keep you company.
Ooh.
There you are. That'll be your friend. For you, Ghost, because you're glass, because you are a ghost, and you clearly have some eye irritation going on with your glowing eyes, I got you these nice glasses. $4.69.
69.
Nice.
And a horse machine?
Should we be marshmallows that mom lying there?
The mirror shield. The mirror shield will help you solve the shadow temple. You are very welcome.
This is John Hollowspace.
And this cuphead, this is for me. This one's mine. I just wanted to show it off.
This gonna show you cuphead collecting.
This is good.
Back in the day, but
It's for me. I'm outer space now. Alright. Time to get out of here, though. Come, other me's. My bodyguards. Let's get out of here. Escape the trading post. Farewell, friends.
Oh shit.
Be safe
Oh,
out
nice.
there. And keep
Best of luck.
Gonna lock the door. Butterfly.
Lock the door right now.
Yeah, you gotta lock the doors here.
I heard something similar.
You left this cuphead. I called dibs.
What was it? So one of my friends, I had a double jointed like robot bunny that they were making.
That's pretty cool.
Shocker, after beating me as a robot bunny, they wanted to make a robot bunny as well. But they didn't know how to go about it.
I'm gonna get my rest. Y'all have a good night.
It was a test
Good
model.
to
I didn't
you.
actually ask
Best
her
of luck. Yeah, have a good
facial
one.
expressions.
Take care.
It was just
Y'all have a good one. Good
do
to
the rig
you.
for her and send her the results. And because this bunny
Y'all have a good
doesn't
one. I'm
have-
crashing out.
I'll catch you later, guys.
Have a good one.
Lovely meeting you.
Yeah.
But yeah, what was it?
Thanks for the help too. Oh yeah, go.
So this is how I've done it technically. Like she's modeled them to have 3 joints, the double jointed kind of thing, and I just needed to kind of come up with a solution for her that was easy and didn't involve final IK. Like I didn't want to do some inverse kinematic thing.
Can't never.
So what my solution was, it doesn't work on Quest either. It's complicated. You need to buy it if you want to like not be working blind, and it's like it doesn't even work with avatar scaling. So I'm like, so my idea, at least how I've worked it out here, is that the elbow thing has a 50% rotation. So this elbow thing has a locator at the back and a locator at the front. So this geometry has a bone that is doing a look at constraint to the front of the elbow, and this one's doing a look at constraint to the back of the elbow. It's not perfect parity because it does technically break a little, but the illusion is there.
Yeah. The illusion looks good. I had the impression that like the hand would be offset by like a tiny amount if you did try to do a solution like that, but I guess if it's a look at constraint.
Yeah, that's at least the way that I could do it without because technically this look at constraint, like this bone, it's just geometry bone. It's not her actual proxy stuff. It's not her actual humanoid skeleton. She has a regular like invisible arm that it's like the arm here, the bicep, and then her hand is actually where it's supposed to be. That way, this geometry is just a bone that points this way, and this geometry is a bone that points that way. That way, you can constrain the geometry bones and not the actual like real skeleton. That way, you still have perfect tracking of the hands. That was the thing I wanted to make sure I could work out, because if you did like an offset rotation constraint, then the hands wouldn't actually be where they're supposed to be tracked, and it would be not feel good. I've seen a bunch of avatars that do that. It doesn't feel good. So
How was that?
this was my solution.
It's such a
don't worry about
difficult. Yeah. I'm definitely like looking like I'm gearing to go to like dissect this character and figure out like how to do this whole thing where I can like move my head around and stuff.
Yeah, he's got it like the double joint more advanced in a way. It kind of feels like it actually, or is it double jointed? It looks like it's pretending to be a little.
Stayed send it here.
Well, yeah, it is.
No, which is the one I sent.
It does properly, like when you do the double joint stuff. Like, see, even for me, like
you
I
just
can't
send
actually
it?
make my arms clip into each other because of the way that like setup works. It can't physically. It'll actually make the nice rectangle thing because those look at constraints are not looking at where my elbow is. It's actually looking at like to the offset from the back of the elbow and the front of the elbow. So it does get that like little toy illusion, and it looks lovely.
Stand in the middle.
I didn't expect it to actually work that well.
Turn on my
this
neurons
really
in
quickly
the middle.
while Feraldi was coming out. Slip is the person that invited me to Feraldi. I know I talk about it, but she's the person who also makes low poly avatars, and I'm really good friends with her. And she needed help with this because she modeled it, she rigged it like this, and she's like, so I don't actually know how to do a 3-joint setup. I'm like, oh my god, Slip, you don't know what you walked into. I haven't tried that out yet, and I've been wanting to, and fuck it, I figured it out. So this is where she is.
To reflect the I need to change
this. And be like, do you know how to do this? Like, I wish I do.
Well, it's something I wanted to do for a long while because I love
definitely need to change calls to
rigging
reflect.
things. So it was I was trying to see if I could do something with the raycast component, but I couldn't. I couldn't quite deduce a solution with the raycast component
that just
originally.
came out, yeah, and I don't know.
Yeah, it was really new at the time.
I don't know what to use it for. Yeah,
I kept seeing YouTube videos. Oh, okay, well, there was 2 things that people were making videos on. It was either breast press physics.
Are you guys can just send me like really neuron stimulating stuff?
Fingers.
Or I'm
like
on
people
VR.
were like using the raycast component to like press their fingers against like surfaces and stuff like that. I'm like,
I did see some videos of that.
Need to change her
I'm like,
underwear.
oh,
No,
that's
wall.
I was looking at that and I was thinking, if done well, this could be like a bootleg way to do like inverse kinematic stuff. Because if it's actually bending the leg based on distance, like that's all.
It's funny
inverse
because like
kinematic means.
even though I'm muting
It's,
VRChat, it's almost like you're listening to my thoughts.
Combination of constraints and
It's like my
raycasting,
subconscious.
That's how you would do IK. but
Yeah.
Not my layers subconscious, but like inner thoughts.
Instead. I did rotation.
I know. I'm waiting on tutorials
You're listening to
from
my
much
inner
smarter
thoughts.
people than me to come out and be like, "This is how I did it." It's like, oh yes.
At least not the intrusive thoughts, because I'll be like, damn, I want to smash. I mean, what?
I talked about this. Yeah,
Hey, Jenny the robot.
It's not my model technically.
Tabble
This is
tomorrow.
a model that someone made and he ported to Gmod, and I love the model so much I decided to try porting it to
flopping
VRChat.
sides. That's really
Yeah, and she even
That's
has face
pretty
tracking.
cool,
This is the face tracking stuff I was talking about
Noticing
last
the
time.
blinking,
Yeah, it blinks. I still need to fix corrected blend shapes. She can sometimes overblink, so I gotta make a corrected blend shape for that. But for first face tracking setup, helps that the artist gave her really good blend shapes to begin with. Not too bad. She can like, you know, like be very funny. Yeah, the O face, it compounds with the O gesture. It's like if I like do that with the O gesture,
turn off gestures when
it goes way too
face
far.
tracking's on.
I need to do that. Well, part of me wants to let it be like you can have like some half mouth gestures, because I really struggle to smile in face tracking, so I like being able to give myself like a light smile while talking, or even keeping that smile so that if I do like a side mouth, like you can have the smile while doing a side mouth. But yeah, as far as weird rigging stuff, because I don't want to use Final AK and stuff like that. Peep this. This is a very, very weird thing that I've set up for Jenny specifically.
Oh heck yeah! Oh, you gotta play. Oh shit!
Yeah,
How did you do
it's
that?
noodly. Oh, okay. Oh, it's a lot. So she has, she probably has quite a bit, doesn't she? So it's I'm using the elbow joint to put locators like here and here. This joint is using the elbow joint as an offset to spin around and make a locator there. So it's creating, there's 3 points that I'm basically trying to locate. And as a result, I can make it so that the joints in between are triangulated to the center of those locators. So she actually has like a 5-joint setup, but it is taking only information from this joint rotating back, one joint rotating. It's all being put together to make this 5-joint setup. This one actually rotates backwards, because when you do the extendo, like the bendy arm, this locator actually has to rotate backwards to accommodate and actually give us a clean arc.
Okay. Wow. Oh, okay.
And the hand is perfectly tracked, so I haven't animated the other arm, but
how did it extend out of the body? Wait, what?
Okay, so
the geometry in there.
That's the funny thing. It doesn't. Unfortunately, like you'll see if I go for it. She has to straighten out her arm in order for it to work. Otherwise, I want to change it so that the bone that it's constraining to is a look at bone that looks at where your hand is. That way, it feels a little bit more natural. The extend, but basically, what's happening is she has a blend shape that actually
What are you doing? I'm in a group of
moves this
people.
geometry
What are you doing?
kind of like into the thing as kind of like a
And then-
smoothly like
and
it's
trying
not
to listen,
stretching out, it's
raccoons.
like,
I can't
it's like
listen
coming
if
out
I'm
of like
being.
an invisible pocket.
Yeah,
Oh my.
the pocket is I
Innocent. Oh my goodness.
set up the UVs on it because this isn't actually
Hard to
part of
focus
the
when you
model that I
have other things
had to
distracting
set
you,
up and make the extendable arm kind of thing like myself. So I set up the UVs
As I
so that
look
it's
at
a nice straight
Jenny the
line,
robot
so that I can
raccoons.
pan an alpha across it. So as the blend shape and stuff like that is actually moving and making the thing unrecede, the alpha is scrolling and it's revealing more of the stuff. The blend shape also kind of half shrinks. Oops, I accidentally changed. It's fucking nuts, this entire setup. And it is
The
swapping an arm.
hairstyle Jenny was
She has
kinda-
2 different arms. She has the regular arm and then she has her extendo arm. Like they're not built into the same rig, so there's an arm
But
swap.
like this is
I fucked up the
like a
man.
texture. This is like
No,
a
no.
little, like
It's geometry, technically. Yeah, it's riveted in there. It's fully. The way I rigged it was Blender has this really fucking cool
Send all
thing
one
called data transfer. So I rigged a regular cylinder, and I projected the weights onto this thing, so I didn't have to weight paint like all these like fucking crevices and stuff like that.
cylinder with
Very clean.
geometry in the middle, so it's just Oh,
Trying
that's
not to get-
clever. Oh my gosh.
Trying
I'm
not to.
learning so much.
It's a very good solution. I picked it up because I was looking for some Blender rigging advice and stuff like that. And there's this one, you know that one channel, the guy that has like the gorilla, like what was it? Kind of samurai guy.
I don't know.
He made a way
Trying
painting.
not to get
Yeah, there's a
neurons
lot.
stimulated
I guess if
in
you
the
look up
crowd
data transfer,
space.
like
Raccoons.
simulating. He made a video where you just do that. He makes a low poly version of the character with similar topology, and then he just data transfer project by closest vertice. I think that's what you is the setting, and it'll actually kind of just like make this. It'll just make the weights just kind of like blend into there. It's lovely.
That's super interesting. Yeah, like I've been thinking lately about like a character I wanted to make where it'd be like a golem, but like vines and trees kind of growing through broken rocks.
That'd be
And, like I
lovely.
want to make like an extended like growth of like a tree vine that extends like a big stone hand, and it's like I don't know how I would do that. Is it possible? I might not do that. And so now I'm like, maybe
yeah,
it is
it's
possible.
entirely. Okay. Another thing I've got to let you know because I didn't get over this the last time is that yes, my grab box does move with my extendo arms. I'm able to grab people's fist bones and stuff like that. And the way that works is what was it? You are actually able to parent constrain your real skeleton. Corporate doesn't want you to know, but humanoid will not worry about it. Yeah, and it works for the head. Like that's how my voice is moving with me because the head is being parent constrained to my or location constrained to my fake head, which is weird. Like this is taking rotation data from the real head, but the real head's taking position data from this, so it's like. All sorts of weird.
Yeah, it's definitely strange. I've seen someone here like a long time ago, did a boomerang head, and they could throw their head, and their voice traveled around the room.
Oh, that's amazing! That sounds lovely.
I want to say that was like a parent constraint on some sort of object that did the flying, but yeah, it was very funny. And yeah, I assume
It's basically the same thing. In fact, my name is gonna get weird. If I walk away, my name will like go higher because it's trying to use that head position to triangulate where it wants to put the nameplate. So weird shit like that happens. Funniest thing, I learned about this at Ferality. The big issue is that my voice travels with my head, but not my ears. But someone told me that in your camera settings, if you set it to stream mode and you go into the stream mode options. There's a audio from camera option, so if I just leave my camera here, now all of a sudden I can hear from it. Like I can walk away and I can just hold a conversation, and it's so weird. I never had that like happen
Is your vision
before.
still tied to the body? I think that's
yes.
what I heard.
That's what I want to fix. When do you remember how I said that the particles are taking up all my material slots? I want to put a camera shader in her head, and until I fix the particles to actually be part of her real mesh and like just animated with bones, I can't. I'll go over to material slots.
Somewhere. Like
Yeah, then I can just go elsewhere.
A mile away.
I also kind of want to update it so that the head's a skin mesh. That way I don't have to cheat and make my bounding box larger so that people can see it. Which, by the way, that's another thing corporate doesn't want you to know. You can animate the bounding box. The fucking the avatar descriptor will not be able to see that you animated the bounding box, so you can make it as large as you want. Corporate doesn't want you to know.
If you walk away, the main one will render the other. Yeah, that's a good point. Oh wow. Well,
that was
enough,
my solution.
Right when we walked in today, actually, I was talking with Down Lyric in the hallway, and he was like, "I've figured out how to split my consciousness," and he had 3 copies of himself. Where it's like, I see out of this one, I hear out of this one, and I talk out of this one, and he got all 3 of them.
Maybe the here is his actual one.
He said he switched them though. He did something. It's like, okay, I've changed it. Now I'm seeing out of this one, and I'm listening out of this one. I was like. I don't know.
Oh, okay,
all
I've
those
got to pick
things.
his brain for that because if I can elegantly just make my hearing go toward the head, it'd be so nice to just have it that way.
There might be
my
something to it. I don't know though. Maybe it was.
It's very interesting to listen, like, avatar creators, how they solve
I'm like, that's like a real one, but
making
like,
their avatar
how
work.
would the other one?
It's a very different type of thinking versus
It's lovely.
making like an
It could be
VRChat
camera
world.
shenanigans, but yeah.
But yeah, what was I trying to say? Yeah, because you can, if you have to do it by every single finger. By the way, you can't just like constrain the hand. The finger colliders will get left behind. So you have to do every single finger and collide it, and then your pills and your contacts and your grab box will all move with this. So you can actually, I don't know if you have anything I can grab, but I technically can grab this. This is a fizz bone, so like. Yeah,
super good. Wow, yeah. Wait, do your fingers
the other funny
too?
Spades.
Oh yeah, they do. I made a finger
that
extension
Ryan
animation. I actually can turn off the finger extension if I want, or vice versa. I can make it
Them
so that only the arm
raccoons.
extends, or make it so that only the fingers
Stop
extend.
then, you know who I
or it
like
can be,
too, raccoons. Stop that.
really spooky like that.
Yeah.
Now, this is the funniest thing is that if you see the drawing here, this is her character design that I drew like 3 years ago.
I saw
I
this.
was
It's like very accurate to how you like recreated her.
Oh yeah. People tell me that I did her really well in 3D, and I'm like, oh my, nice. I'm glad that I'm pulling off my own art style. I guess I'm always afraid that things don't translate too well to 3D. But slight mistake when I was modeling it, when I was drawing her, is that her fingers have 3 digits and her thumb only has 1 digit. So when I started drawing, I started with the thumb, so the thumb had 1 digit. And I forgot about the fact, I just copied the idea I did for the thumb for the rest of the fingers. I didn't think about the fact that her fingers need to have 3 digits, so that's actually corrected on the model. Even though I'm like, to my dismay, the thumb feels a little bit like out of place, but it's fine. You know, like, beggars can't be choosers. Actually, maybe I could make it a little bit less of the place if I like.
Account was the
make it so that the thumb. Nah.
Oh
this
wait,
is
yeah, I see the difference on like the closed finger versus the extended one.
yeah. Oops, accidentally. Still got our smokes and whatnot. Weird other thing with interactivity.
Damn it.
If worlds are
Oops, I grabbed onto something. Oops.
Seed boxes?
Bento.
Oops.
Can you pick up Bento?
Yeah.
Wait. Do my hands actually have seed boxes, or are those working? I thought I turned those off.
Oh, I think I grabbed something that was like right over here to the left of you.
Yeah, I saw that.
It was
earlier.
like, but it's gone now. Yeah.
And there you go. Here, wait.
Okay. Let me see.
It's gone now.
I thought I disabled those. I broke the hand chairs at one point, so I actually removed them from the avatar, but they might be chilling in here, and I might need to figure out how did they resurface. But originally I had hand chairs on her, so I could actually, like, people could sit on my hand and I could just clip them through walls.
That's what I was thinking about doing too. Yeah, I wanna be able to have like extended hand to be like, let's put you up here in the sky, and then pull you back.
Yeah, maybe put like a world constraint on the chair, and then you can just like drop people where they are, and then they can like exit or whatnot. On the clown,
actually do. Yeah, the chair constraints. I would always want to make sure that they're always pointing upwards. I don't want to rotate people and just make them extremely sad.
Exactly. I wanted it to be a position constraint. That way, if I'm doing it, they're not. I can't just like rotate them. I basically wanted to be like they're just like floating there. For the originally, I modeled a chair model, and it was like a holographic chair that would just be projected from my hands. But because I feature creep, I removed the chair option. I took it out of the avatar for the time being.
Like hologram chair. Yeah.
That'd be a cute thing to just like that way, you know, people can see it's a chair and I can place it in places. I might revisit it, but I guess one of the reasons I put it on hold is I can't make this avatar public as much as I'd love to, because this is like one of my personal characters. So I actually started designing another extendo arm robot that I would actually make public. It's actually clown themed. It has like what do you call it? You know, like punching glove extendo rigs. Like I designed her arms to look like that. And then like, I want to give her so many toys. Like I want her to be able to like, she has like a pie, so you can extend arm the pie into people's faces. I want to like do fun stuff like that. So I designed her, I started modeling her, and then the Snail's House Commission and stuff like that. All this other stuff came in, and I'm like, okay, unfortunately, I'm gonna the clown robot's gonna have to wait until I get all these priorities out of the way. But once I do get back to that,
I know that feeling.
way too many projects. I juggle way too much. There's always a new thing. Like Feraldi's coming in. Oh fuck! I probably should make something for that. Oh, but this is coming in. Oh, I should make something.
Oh gosh.
And I keep putting off the clown bot. She's such a lovely. At this point, someone's gonna make an extendo arm robot for marketplace before I can, and I'm gonna be like logged. But
I want to say
I don't even know if I want her to be in marketplace. That's the worst part.
There's Mr. M has done a similar thing where you know the crisscross thing with the extendo like arms, you know, like the
he has a really lovely like integration of that. I think Mr. Widget, when I was telling Mr. Widget about it, Mr. Widget, we were at a birthday party, like Shock Turtle's birthday party. He's like, oh wait, actually you should check out, say hi to Mr. M or whatever. Something like that. So I walk up to him and I have a whole conversation about it. He shows the thing and then like, I don't know, he comes up with another extendo arm idea and he pitches it to me. And he's like, oh, that's kind of neat. Like, I'm like, maybe I can do it. And he's like, oh no, don't do that. That's my idea now. You can edit. I'm like, oh, okay, well fine. Thank you for asking, I guess. But
he explained it in such a crazy way where like he, you know, for each of the crossed sections, they're not individual constraints. They are in fact all rigged to different bones, but like he sets the weight pinning to like 1% versus 99% and then drags the bone like 1,000 meters away, so then like both bones are moving at the same parallel like rotation. And like it's such a weird like strange workaround, but like he had like a video of it like in like on Twitter I think, and it just was like, it's like you've got like all your overlapping bones and they separate by like, you know, like this, like say my purple hand here is like the second bone, but the actual bone is like way over there, just rigged to it by like 1%. And so like both of the bones will parallel in terms of like the main bone, that's like the rotation of where the weight actually is. So both of these are rigged to the same bone and they'll rotate offset by like having a second bone take up like a majority of it and just be very far away. It's mind-boggling. I remember you explaining. I'm just like, it's incredibly nuts, and I'm like, I gotta see this, like, you know, Team Blender or something.
I was just gonna use, you know how that they were showing that digigrade method that he was wearing. I was just gonna do something similar like that. Just have parallel rotation constraints, and then I only have like, I've got only like. It's just a 3-span arm too. It's just only 3 squares. So I'm like, I don't have as much I'd have to do. Although that multiplies by 4 because she has a here. She doesn't have extendo legs like Sonata does. She actually has just a normal like what was it, like stripe pattern. I wanted to give her hue shift shading too, like you could hue shift the 3 colors and make your own palette and stuff like that. I had so much ideas for her. I feel bad that I put her off for so long because I want everyone to have. This is like one of the things that I'm debating is like, do I make it for marketplace or do I make it public? Because I've always intended it to be public and everyone can just have extendo arms, and I'm still leaning on that. But I also feel bad that I got added to marketplace and I still haven't made anything for it. Like I've been in that Discord and I haven't actually made that out there.
I want to make something for the marketplace too. I haven't even like applied. It's like, have you uploaded an avatar in 2 years? Like, oh shit! Like, what have I been doing? I got a full-time job. I just like haven't had like the time. I'm just like, fuck. All right, I'll get around to it, but someday. I know, eventually. It's not like I need the money. It was just more for like I'd like to be known and be like, look, you can get my stuff online. But probably
it's like a. Oh, I'm starting to realize just how dumb I was. You do have that. You do have the circular rotation method because your arm is actually. The rotation points there.
It's like lovely. Yeah. It was so I could like fit the rotation around like the waist, so I didn't like clip into it. But
is this avatar public or is this like a personal one?
I never made it public. I've always liked it being personal. It's fun to show off and be like, haha, yes,
look at what I can do. Yeah, I mean, I understand. I can't make mine public either. It's like way too important of a character to me. So
my issue is like I just could never get it like Quest compatible. I'd have to just sacrifice like hundreds and thousands of polygons. I don't even like. I guess all the planets could be like really small looking like dodecahedrons or really low poly. Maybe.
What's the Quest limit for polygons? Like, you're 33K. I think that's.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could get it under 20k, and that's like 4 quests. But, I don't know. I've been so lazy. I think I'd rather work on like something else, a new project, than go back and optimize this one.
I've gotten to the point where, like, if the thing I'm working on is maybe a bit too much to put on quest, I kind of just, I'm like, I'll take my L's where they are. Like, I can't put Jenny on quest. She uses way too much stencils. She uses way too much tech. She even has stencils on her eyes to make them, like, because they're technically floating geometry in front of her. Same with her mouth. They're floating geometry. So the head actually stencils it out so that at the profile you don't see the geometry floating. It makes it look like it's 2D. And I'm like, I can't do that on quest. I can't do the cheek thing on quest, so I just take my losses, and that one is PC only. For my low poly stuff, I try to get it on quest.
I feel bad. And I keep running into quest people, and it's like, shit, I can't show you my cool thing. Go get it.
It took a while for me to make this quest compatible, like, because she has these alphas to see the eyes behind. I actually made it so that the geometry on quest, like, her eye planes actually move in front of her face, and she has, like, a particle shader that is additive, so that the eyes actually are, like, additive onto the eye blacks. So that's how I did it for quest, and it looks nice. That's an interesting quest workaround. Yeah, it's like that particle shader is one of the quest workarounds. If you need transparency, it's like a blend mode. You either can get additive or multiply. So depending on what you're using, like if it's lights or something like that, additive is good. If it's like dark, like black, like eyelashes or something, multiply is good. But if neither of them work because they're a blend mode, it's not true transparency. It's going to like butterfly wings or something. Anything that kind of looks like a little bit more, you know, transparent all throughout, it's fine. But for actual stuff, like you just want to have like this part of it be transparent, like nah, like quest doesn't have anything, and there was a workaround for it, but they patched it, so rip people who use that workaround. Like I never bothered with that, so
some people just need to upgrade.
It's rough.
I know,
but for low poly stuff, like I don't know, I feel bad making a low poly avatar not being quest compatible. I will say, all my low poly avatars, everyone, they're poor on quest. Unfortunately, because what was it? Up until this point, for my 2D facial expressions, she's okay. I get what you mean. Okay. Before you kill me. She's 1024 without the outline hole mesh. I asked Crash if it was okay, and they said it was fine. So don't kill me. Don't kill me because she's technically double the poly count.
You know, funny enough, when on my submission, I just put on an outline shader and just showed that off. I didn't. The character was still under, like 1,000 polygons, but I was like, I'm gonna cheat. Outlines are so good. you can't.
Outlines is way too important. And I did ask them, and they were like, "Nah, it's fine. Like most people would do it with shaders anyway. Just do it." And I'm like, "Okay. The fact that they're okay with it means that I'll do it." Because personally, the way my outlines are, I like to do line quality. You might notice how, like, some vertices are a lot closer and some vertices are a lot further, so it creates the illusion that I'm actually tapering my lines. And I can only do that with geometry. I can only do that with outline hole mesh. So that's what I did for, oh my god,
I did this commission a while ago, and this guy has outlines, but it's like, they're modeled in, because it was like, well, I need a quest version, they don't do outlines in quest, so he is just extra polygons, and it's like, the outlines only exist on like the little shirt and the little claws that come up, so it was like,
because he's black anyway, it's not like it's gonna show, so...
He does have there's like a toggle for like the opposite color.
Albino.
That one is like,
all my avatars are like this. They're all geometry outlines because I have so much more control over it, and it like for really harsh edges like this where they are cut, like outline shaders actually really struggle with this. Like the plane is just kind of floating there, and you'll see like a seam. Like I guess if I was to show an example.
That's the thing. Oh yeah, like wait, was it this one? Go to this one.
Yeah, like I think this avatar, like if you see the cuff, you'll see there's like weird holes here. It's because the outline shader can't actually connect these harsh edges. So making a geometry is a lot easier.
Wyoming has a really great setting where you can have a masking texture from white to black, and that'll determine the line thickness, which is like, oh, that's like the way to go. It's so good. But I did this one before I knew about how that, so I set the outline to be like on top of it. Kind of gives it a cool stylized look to it, but I was like, I'm always meaning to go back and fix it, but I don't know. I'm just way too lazy.
And I mean, that's me with my Sonata avatar. I haven't touched her since I posted her like 2 years ago, and I'm like, crap, I need to go back there and fix the muscle settings. I never did. I'm like, I'm gonna probably make a version 2, and then I can come back to it. I do know about that line width thickness thing, though. In fact, on this avatar, it's technically around the mouth to try to make it so that the mouth isn't as ugly. But
yes,
similar thing.
For mouths and eyes. Yeah.
So like my workflow, instead of I do a workflow where the modifier, what was it called? The solidify modifier. You can make a vertex group and weight paint the areas on the vertices, and on that solidify modifier, that will determine how far away it is from the surface. So if I really want to, I can take that weight paint map and I can, rasterize it, make it into like a black and white texture, and then I can use that on like avatars like this. So if I actually do a high poly, I would probably do that workflow so I can see how it looks in Blender, and then export that, and then use that as a proper shader. I'd only do it if it was a high poly model, because doubling the poly count on a high poly model, a bit much. But doubling the poly count on a low poly model, perfectly fine.
Yeah,
so that's why I've been able to get away with it so far.
Yeah. We're luckily not actually really on an N64 or PlayStation 2.
yeah. We can cheat. Even then, the PS2 has its own shader stuff that can do this stuff. Like you've seen Okami, you've seen they figured it out. So even some of those
earlier that had like the halo effect. Her outline was like animating and glowing and shifting and like raising and lowering and changing colors. I was like, this angel person that came in earlier. I saw them on the early. They're probably on the stream for Bento.
Oh, Mississauga. Yeah, Mississauga has done a lot of like Avatar stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, very well done.
Yeah, you can do crazy stuff because especially if you because you can assign shaders to. Well, technically, I have a real geometry, so I can actually put a proper shader on stuff and like be able to do like weird stuff like that. But I'm sure just proper shader things you can you could put a fucking ray march in your goddamn outlines if you really want to, like Down was doing, and it'd be scary as hell.
I'm sure they can do anything. I'm just like, I'll learn it later. I'll just stick with polygons.
I'm like, if I really want to, maybe. But I mean, I'm like, my skill points are spread thin as much as is. Like, I animate, I rig, I model, I want to make a game. I'm like, maybe shaders. Well, I'm able to like get around the need for shaders because I flat color all my like textures. This is no cell shading at all. This is entirely painted on shadows.
I like flat coloring too a lot. It's so fun and easy, but then I'm like, I feel like I need to learn how to actually paint. And this was one attempt a while ago, but it's like, just kind of took the
it does look really nice though.
The smear tool. I was just like smear. All right, it looks good though. This was based on a concept art I found a while ago, and I'm like, I just want to make an avatar of it. So
what I kind of do with my artwork,
well,
you
might
got
notice
it a little bit on some of the cell shading. Like let me pull out this one. Let me pull out one that's a little bit more noticeable. Actually, yeah. We'll pull out this guy here. What I do often is if I want to make things a little bit like maybe a little bit more like it's rendered, I actually duplicate my cell shading and I Gaussian blur it and do like multiply layer stuff. So that's why he kind of still has a little bit of a Gaussian layer.
That's pretty clever. Yeah.
It's such a lazy way to do it, but I'm like, I never learned how to render. I just cell shade, so I just that's like my way of like trying to make up for it.
I mean,
and technically, if you remove the cell shade layer, like
it's pretty good.
If you remove the cell shade layer, like I have, like where it actually does have hard shadows, the Gaussian blur does come off like just the soft shading kind of like thing. You actually do get a proper blur on the cell shade, so you can use that as like a blur shade that looks a little bit more realistic to like what you would need. It's a cool effect. I don't know. I'm trying to. I don't know if I have a drawing where I've done that. I know the subatomic I was talking about does that, but yes, I fake it until I make it. I find every way I can cheat to make this process less tedious, because it is a weird thing to mention. yeah, it's a style. It's a method. I actually have aphantasia, so I actually can't see things in my head. So I just have to do every trial and error I can to make artwork look the way that I want it to. So, like,
that's very interesting. Huh.
I only found out recently because like
you can't remember like faces, or is it something?
If I close my eyes and I try to imagine something, all there is black. I cannot.
How about
see.
voices? Can you get like internal voices? Like inner monologue?
When you think about
I don't think I have that either.
Oh, interesting.
Well, like, this is the weird thing about it, is it's like, think of it like the brain has the data. You technically can imagine, you just can't see it. It's very weird. It's like having a projector, but with no light bulb.
Oh, right.
Oh, weird.
I've heard of this term. I was just like, I forgot that's what it was called. Yeah, I've been very curious, because to me, when I do 3D modeling, I can't help but like need to visualize it entirely in my head before I start putting polygons down. Like,
I rely heavily on my like front and side view drawings. I'm gonna be quite honest, because I can't do that. I can't see it in my head.
Super interesting.
Yeah.
But it's like you kind of know
I need
what
that
to draw
to do
in a 2D
math.
drawing.
Like if I need to do like multiplications or long like calculation, I need to like visualize in my head all the numbers to calculate. I can't like, if I don't have utensils, I need like to like close my eyes and see the numbers in my head. Or it won't work.
It's why I struggle with reading.
And yeah.
Like retention of like words that I just read is like a lot harder. It recontextualized my entire life when I found out, because if you don't know about it, like if you don't know that people actually do have a real mind's eye, thought comes off like it's an abstract thing. You don't really feel like, you don't really know that there's something wrong. This is the worst part about it, is you think everyone thinks and imagines the way you do. It becomes earth-shattering when you come to the realization that, wow, when they say that they can rotate the apple inside their head, that means they can actually rotate the apple inside your head. There's not a way. You don't have a frame of reference to know what that's like, because that's just not something you can do. So it's like earth-shattering. I only found out about it like I only came to terms and figured out about it like last year, and I'm like, holy shit, that recontextualizes a lot. But
I heard there's like different varying degrees of that too. Like I heard people with like, you could do like a fully detailed apple, and there's some people with just like a red circle as their apple. Like there's different levels of it.
Gray apple colors.
Stretching it into a noodle, or like I could give it legs, or I could, make a worm.
Now you're just showing off.
I've had a
weird.
very vibrant imagination. But yeah, that's, oh man, I've always kind of thought like it's gonna be harder to learn 3D modeling if you have that, but you seem like you're doing way better than most people.
I can imagine doing that.
Like, there's like everything has like a process. There's like a way to go about it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, it's a lot of trial and error. It's a lot of I'm in the sketch phase. I'm drawing. I'm kind of like using the marquee tool to like kind of reproportion stuff. It's a lot of trial and error, and it's why some of my poses, as much as I hate to say it, they are kind of stiff. But it's because it's harder for me to kind of imagine how things are with depth. I'm kind of just putting together small chunks of a character, kind of assembling them like their body parts. It gets really hard when it gets to the legs, because you want to try to make it look like the character can stand on its two legs, and if you didn't think that far ahead, I'm just going to crop it. I'm just going to make
Spades, meanwhile, obviously I can hear out of voices as if I were to force it.
Anything but make it so that the character is actually touching the floor, so that I can better illustrate the legs. Oh, man.
Interesting. Wow. Well, I mean, it's great. I think, do you use a lot of references when you're like putting the pen to paper? Like, if you have a blank sheet of paper, how do you know what to draw?
For my characters, for anything, yes, I do use a lot of reference, even for my own OCs, even characters like this one that I've drawn like so many times and have only now started making a 3D model again of. I sculpted her like 6-7 years ago, but I'm actually making a proper low poly of her. Another thing on the back burner, lots of unfinished projects. But even this character, which I've drawn so much, and I almost have like the muscle memory to do it, I still need to look up drawings I've done of her before to like make sure I'm not messing up something or missing a detail or like whatnot. Like it's like I was able to come to terms with it a lot better when I realized that, you know, I'm not the only one who's an aphantasia artist. It's not like an uncommon thing, actually. Well, okay, it is an uncommon thing, but it's not. What's the word for it? It's so weird. They say like only 4% of people have it, but this is like the weird thing is that metric is hard to deduce because most people who have it don't know they have it. They don't have any concept of thought to compare it to, so they don't write it. They don't report it.
It's very similar to dyslexia, which I found out I had after college, which is like, oh, that explains why writing essays was like standing on hot coals for hours and hours.
I feel like I have dyslexia, and I think a lot of it is because of the aphantasia. Like I struggled reading, I struggled, like it's like
I'm starting to realize like. People look at autism like a spectrum, but I would say the entire brain is just an absolute massive rainbow of a million spectrums, and you can have bits and pieces from everything. It's very hard to distinguish. Like, I thought I had ADHD for a while, but when I finally had the psych evaluation, it was like, oh yeah, you're like, you always like needed extra time. Like, they gave me accommodations, they didn't know why, and it's like well, why did like, oh, of course I had this the whole time. And even my parents are like, oh yeah, I guess we might have trouble with this too. And it's like no one knows what this is. Like, no one knows that they have
no one knows until it gets brought up to you. I only came across the aphantasia thing because people were making the they were making the rotate apple and joke like thing, and after a while, and I just kind of like, after a second, I was like, wait a minute, do you guys actually see the apple? I thought this was just like a joke. And like, oh,
cow in your head too, like the meme or whatever.
It's so like this guy can't conjure apple. And there's also the like, what was it? I posted the whole like crying thing. Is like, guys, I can't rotate the apple. I can't see the apple. What are you guys talking about? Have you ever heard of Drawbox? Like, have you ever heard of Drawbox? It was Yeah. It was like a website.
File share.
Oh, nah. Nah, it's draw a box, as in like, let's draw like a fucking like cube or something.
Oh yeah.
It's a website that aims to teach people how to draw, and that was like a really big one that I see people recommend to people. And I came to the revelation looking into it that the guy who put together the site, the guy who did all the tutorials for it, he also has aphantasia.
Oh.
It does recontextualize the entire site because, again, the process is so much more mechanical. It's more trial and error. It's a lot more muscle memory, a lot more drawing thing over and over again, and, you know, figuring out and piecing things out. So, like, it does recontextualize the entire course, but it also... Yes.
Oh, okay.
But it also kind of shows that, like, yeah, you don't necessarily need a visual imagination to create. You can find ways around it. You can learn in ways that are a little bit more tangible than thought, and that's how I'm able to. I guess that's how I'm able to get this far as an artist who can't imagine. It's insane to think about it.
There was a book a person recommended me, and it's like they show when you would want to draw a reference of a certain object or a picture, you flip it upside down and you kind of like view the reference in like a different way, because when you look at it right side up, you kind of have this like biased ways of looking things, but you flip upside down, you kind of like look at the object as a different way. I forgot the book title is called, but it's like, it was a teaching to draw book, and it's like, yeah, And it's like, oh, just flip the reference drawing upside down and sketch it from that way. I'm like, and it really makes like people do comparisons of like they draw it right side up, and another comparison where they flipped upside down and draw it there, and their upside down drawing reference was like a lot more detailed because they look at the object references like a completely different way than you were looking right side up. I think it's just the way the mind works is really cool.
It's playing with your right side of the brain, because like your ability to deduce faces, deduce forms, see things, like it's sometimes over it takes precedent. What your brain is imagining, it often takes precedent over what's actually there, and sometimes it's helpful. I'm going to be honest, what the brain imagines is why it's really good to draw with a 3D reference, because then you can kind of see the depth in like reality and then get a better feel for how you want to depict it in 2D. But if you are just focusing on details specifically, like you're doing a master copy, you're trying to replicate something, you're trying to draw something, like if you put the thing upside down, now you're just focusing on what you're actually replicating, what you're actually trying to depict, more so than what it is that you're trying to depict. You're just getting hard data, I guess.
Want
so now
to hear me
you're
crush
operating
out,
off the
please?
left side of
I
your
want this
brain.
again.
I know my friend Widget, he was even doing this in the draw world. He was just kind of like painting this like frog next to a coin, and he took the photo that he was using as a reference, he just flipped it upside down, he flipped his canvas upside down, and he just started painting it that way. He says, I read it somewhere that's a little bit better, is to just copy based on the face down. Unfortunately, that's not going to help if you're trying to make something from scratch. I'm not going to lie, like if you're trying to like do like an OC or a character, you're not really trying to copy it one-to-one, you're kind of trying to like make something new.
Yeah.
So
it strikes me as super interesting because like when I want to make a creative choice, I want to make a something that's like, what's something that hasn't been drawn before? I play with play in my head, and I just twist and push and pull, and it just like thinking about forms and shapes, and it's like, well, what if we went in this direction? And then like I'll take that and then I'll try to recreate it like on a screen or paper, and like I wouldn't know how to like make a creative choice if I couldn't see it first. It's so fascinating to think about that.
It's like again, you have the data, like you know what you're imagining, you just don't have a clear visage. So the only way to try to get that out of your head is to put the pencil on the paper. So that's why like lots of rough sketching, like just randomly just doodling thing, like I think this is what I want, so I'm gonna doodle this, see if it looks good. If it doesn't, I try again, you know, I erase, I make a new layer, I try again until I get what I look for. Like
I will say that actually does sound kind of helpful, because my mind can be distracting sometimes. Like I'm trying to make something that's like, what if we did this entirely different thing? And I'm like visualizing like, no, I'm like halfway into this project, that's really cool, but I don't have time, I have to do this one.
I mean, it helps. I mean, even in 3D, like having a front view and a side view, even if you can imagine the 3D model, having those like that hard, you know, data that you can just move points and connect the dots to with the left and right view, it's a lot less distracting than trying to manage your imagination and doing it like. I mean, I say this, but I can't really speak on it, but I assume that's why people still, even if they have an imagination, they still use front and side views to kind of make sure that they're keeping on model.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really used front and side views for any of my characters. I just like put things in.
You just go for it. Like that's what my friend Sith does. He's like I'm sorry, so
Hansel and Gretel from Hoodwink 2.
In my head, so I just
I don't think I've ever seen
like,
Hoodwink 2.
straight from my brain. I don't do ref planes at all. I'm like, oh my god, if all the words so easy. Oh man.
I know if I'm doing something really complicated, like a face, I might be looking at references. Like Carl Sagan I showed earlier was like, that was really difficult, but it was like I had at least a few real photos to work off of and just kind of working with the polygons from there. I love subdivision modeling. That's what makes it really doable.
I'm surprised you're able to think of all these like very intricate mechanical details without like a hard
in particular. Yeah, there. It wasn't like I pictured this entire thing. I'm not like photo realistic, but the idea was like, well, I know there's a joint here and a joint here, and like if the shoulder, you know, has to go from like the middle of the chest out to like the shoulder, and then there's an elbow, and then there's a hand. So I was basically in Blender doing splines and extrusions, and basically like I'll start here and I'll start here and I'll just keep bending the shape until it looks cool. And I was increasing scale, decreasing scale, and then all I had to really make sure was that I could turn the UV map into straight lines so that I could then bake it really cleanly in Substance Painter. It's very much like I'd say the fingers are the only part I didn't really do great on the texturing. I kind of left them as round objects, so the pixels kind of bleed through the corners and the edges on the shadows. But other than that, it was sort of just like, well, I know I need 3 joints, so I do left, right, and that would help me with making a decision on like, well, if it comes up on this side, and so all my joints start with round edges, go to squares, and then curved cylinder and with bevels. And
trying to
that's
focus,
like,
please.
I know each of those 3 things, like rectangle, cylinder, sphere, blend between them was kind of
the problem is that when you have mind
in my head what that looks like, and then
those
I'll
images
kind of,
and have it
you know,
freeze
keep pushing
frame
and
in my
pulling
head,
Blender until it looks good
looking
enough.
at the actual reference, so
But
making
yeah,
it hard for me
it
to.
was fun to just like I didn't exactly know what this was gonna look like, and as I kept like pushing and pulling,
From
it's
like a
well,
slide
I'll just know that this side will be bigger, this
photographic
part will be
memory.
smaller, and it just comes to composition. You step like one thing I do is every time I'm modeling, I'm zoomed in, I'm like messing with polygons, and I push the whole model back so it's entirely in frame, and I look at it from like a faraway distance, and I'm like, is
You're
that a good
welcome.
silhouette? Okay.
Which reminded me,
thinking
I
it
should be
needs
doing more
something
memory
here,
games.
or it needs to go in this direction, or on the Z or Y axis. So then I go over there and I push and I pull, and then I squish and I bevel, and then I like, you know,
It's like you're playing with 3D clay at that point, and it's not even a sculpt. Like,
yeah. That's what this one turned into. It was very fun.
but it's lovely. It's like you're a living art piece. This thing is really cool.
It was, yeah, that was like the a part of me was like, you know, I'm gonna go for like, you know, the only thing I could think of that makes enough sense is if it was like, you look at strange art sculptures, and I love art sculptures that are just really wild shapes that you'd see like in front of like a college or like a campus, or like a, you know, something an artist donated to some square, or it's just a big cylinder but it's got like a circle cut out of it, and it's like, does that mean anything? No, it just looks pretty. So I like to think of shapes like that, and like, oh, if I take that shape and I take this shape and I remember a bunch of different shapes and then I shove them together and I make stuff. Like, actually, I'd say this one, let's go back in time a lot.
It's very asymmetric too. Like, that adds a lot to it, the asymmetry. Like,
yeah, this one,
weight
I
paint
mean,
all of these, except it's flat weighted. It's a robot, so it's fine.
Yeah, this one's flat weighted too. But it's like, this was a lot of shapes that I was like, oh, you know, if I bend this and push that, playing around.
I will say my earth is kind of shattered that I meet you, because I actually thought that Looper robot, that's one of the first avatars I came across before I even shortly after I made Sonata, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so cool, because I think Nerd Koopa showed me it, because he took that idea and he put it on the clock. Yeah.
Yes, the clock one.
Oh my
Yes, he got that from me. Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, Salvador helped me get the arms on a loop. So this was kind of like more clunky, but sort of like, you know, battle robot something, you know, digital character or creature. I don't know, but it's you know, similar in that it's got hinges, but if you look at the elbows, they are transparent, or not transparent, hollow to an extent. They've got little crescent shapes to match other crescent shapes that are on other parts of the character.
It's like a light cycle wheel kind of thing with the hollowness.
Yeah. And lots of different colors to like play around in. And then this was actually a character I was like working on that would be sort of like a character for a video game that I was thinking I might make someday, where the idea is that each of the arms and limbs would be swappable, like armor pieces in a video game.
Which one? Which Moral Revival's character?
I mean, that's what the
thinking
Robot
of,
Girl is for. I
for
just want to make
science.
a video game where you play as a platforming robot with extendo arms. So that's what she's for. That's why I can't put her publicly, because when I make the game, then I'll make her public. But until then, like, she has to be private.
Like this was another character that would be part of the same game, and all the limbs are the same size. Funny enough, but the hinges and the way what you would do for constraints and shoulder pads and stuff would effectively be swappable. They have the same distance and the same skeleton underneath, so then it would be just like having fun with that.
I just love the offsetting of it. Like it's just like the rotation is technically the rotation's here, but it's happening all the way over there because of how the geometry is laid out. And it's just,
it looks like
it's so cool.
my hand is disconnected from some sort of shield, like forearm plate of some kind. And also, funny enough, all the hands are the exact same too. But
uniform of the concept, but it's clean. The articulation on it is clean though.
Yeah, but making games is very, very difficult, so it's like I never really...
That's the problem.
Speaking of games...
I'm like, I went to college
You ever played
for it,
Little
but
Nightmares?
It's been forever. I love Little Nightmares.
There's
adore
one
Little Nightmares.
character that had
What are you-
really long arms. I imagine you probably
Janitor.
will worse than that one. Yeah, I was very fascinated by his arm just stretching to everything. No wonder you had ever... I guess obviously you know about that.
He has extendable arms, but also by default his arms are just kind of long by default. So really weird thing. Okay, here's a very fun fact about weird avatarness. Take a look at this weirdo. Normally, if you're this is a thing Error made because so strange. Very normal guy. Very normal blue guy. Normally your arm tracking kind of comes off like this. But if your bones are actually long like this, if they're large, if you swap your arm tracking from being a height to arm span, oh my god, all of a sudden, now you get to have the full length of your arms, and it does position your controllers there, so you can play space move and just freaking send yourself and do weird shit like that.
Wait, what is that set called?
Arms
versus
span.
Oh, she's so hot. I mean, what?
Yeah, when arm versus height. I find it on
I can see you're gonna be awake for a while.
My small menu, if I go to tracking and IK, there's just a user real height and arm span or avatar measurement. So it's either height or arm span. If you make it arm span, it'll prioritize your arms. So if you're in full body tracking, your legs will look really weird, but your arms will at least look good. Your legs will basically be fully straight.
I've been looking for this setting, and I was like, some avatars I have, I feel like I can't reach. I put my hand all the way out, and then it just flips or it doesn't reach, and then I'm like, I wish it was based on my height and not my arm width, or vice versa. Of course, how did I miss that?
It's very weirdly hidden, and it's so important because here I'll show you this avatar. This guy.
Let me go back to the order.
Similar situation.
I'm not clipping. I'm not hitting a limit. Oh, that's so much better.
You get it all the way. Because here I'll show you for example.
Yes. I've been doing height.
This guy's proportions are so weird. They're he has really tiny legs. So because his arms are big, see, I can't. Normally I can't extend my arms forward with height, but if I swap it to arm span. Now all of a sudden I get a full range of motion. It's avatar by avatar. Some avatars you need to put it on height, or else you get you need to put it from arm span to height, or else you get the weird raptor arms. Some things you have to do vice versa. It's like an avatar by avatar basis depending on the proportions.
Merle definitely knows their audience.
This issue. I put my hands on my lap, and then they're jittering because it's you reached your limit. It's
I want to say for Sonata at times, if I am not an avatar height, sometimes the arms are broken, but surprisingly, actually, arm span seems to be working fine for her this time around. But
that's so funny. Oh yeah.
I guess here, let me put on Snalien. I think Snalien has longer legs, and I think this is an example. Okay, never mind. Snalien works with arm span as well. What the hell? I'm trying to find an avatar that doesn't, because I'm pretty sure that only the hip bone and the head are position constrained. Everything else is rotation constrained. So the position of the secondary skeleton is entirely driven by where the hip joint is. And because the only data that happens elsewhere from the hip bone is just rotation, it's 1-to-1. So that's why I'm able to do a translation here, because it's not actually position constrained, it's only rotation constrained. So I translate those joints, and that lets me do the extendo arms. it's very weird. It's very weird workarounds. Even the extension thing. This is technically translated geometry with a blend shape that makes it retain volume. I didn't actually do a stretch. It's all position moving to get the illusion of extending limbs.
Yeah, I'm really curious how you're gonna pull off doing what I imagine is the leg extension too, because like that's moving the hip bone to some degree, and moving
this is the feature creep. I hadn't gotten to it when I made her, but the idea is if I need to reverse engineer Gogo Loco, kind of like what Ribbon had to do for the seat box. I need to reverse engineer it because Gogo has this option where you can actually set your height. So I want to make it so that when I extend my legs, I technically become taller, and that would be fun, but I never got around to it. I'm not going to do it for Clownbot, though, so...
Yeah, I want to figure that out, too.
Mr. Widget probably knows, because he did it for his after I showed him how to extend his arms. I might need to poke his brain, because he poked me for the arms. I should poke him for the legs. Oh, man.
It's very, very interesting. God, so much technical stuff. God, I kind of want to go and like actually work on stuff now.
yeah, it's inspiring when you find like, oh my god, there's so much crazy stuff you can actually do with avatars. It's surprising. And then you can go to maybe if I went to Resnight, you can do everything there, but there's no one on Resnight, so like you know, I love like fun about anything.
But yeah. It's so crazy. Did you see the video in Resonate where a guy like had a portal he put his hand through and the portal was different size? He picks up another guy,
portal
and he
comes out and he
the
just
player through the portal and throws them, and then they catch them in the portal and they come back next to it. It's like, what?
True non-Euclidean. Look what they need to mimic a fraction of our power. Our portal raycast with a seat box. My friend can hit the seat box, but I can't hit it, so I'm not really going through that portal, but they can go through it, and that's fun, I guess.
It's fucking crazy. Someday. Oh,
someday people will move to Resnight, but for now, everyone's here, so I'd rather make stuff for a platform where I can actually talk to people.
I know, yeah. It was funny. I actually, at MagFest earlier this year, I went to the VRChat panel and I got to ask Tupper and Strauss, like in person, like, so what do you think about Resonate? Are you guys gonna like do any of that stuff? And they're like, oh, we wish. They're like, well, we are kind of more of a chatting program. If we were just full on game engine, that, you know, might be a different demographic. Like, I guess that's kind of an interesting answer, but, you know, business choices versus like technical choices.
They're getting I feel like the fish world has caused a scenario where VRChat's starting to like be like, this is actually
endless addicting games.
People can
have a Crates game now too or something.
Yeah, the Crates game came out recently, which I played it a bit, but I don't like the fact that some of the monetization actually gatekeeps some of the automation, which is like the entire point of the game. So that's why I stopped playing it
for like a little bit. I was I mean, if it helps with VRChat be a sustainable platform to help us do other stuff for free, then, you know, sure.
I feel like the fish thing. It was specifically fish was such a earth-shattering event that I feel like it's reopened VRChat into saying maybe we should try making this more like Roblox. Maybe we should invest in trying to make this a good platform for people to make games for, because what was it? Fish at a moment had like a fifth of VRChat's like population in it. Like a fourth, fifth. Yeah. It was massive, and like it's gotten to the point where the fish devs have actually I've heard this is that they're actually pushing VRChat to actually increase the quest size limit from 100 megabytes to 150, and like that's how much like troves they're making. They would have been complacent otherwise, but now that people are actually making like big games and people want to play them, they're like, oh, maybe we should let questies. They're using the original quest as the benchmark as for what should be allowed on Quest, when most people are Quest 2 or higher. So that's why the 100 limit was there.
Quest 2 is the benchmark. Oh my god. Yeah. No
you
kidding.
think that the Quest 2 can handle it? The Quest 2 can handle 150 megabyte worlds. VRChat just wanted to make sure that the Quest 1es didn't get left behind for whatever reason. I don't know.
I would say
Delta.
I can't think of a single person.
Delta SSB cake on mine.
Quest 2 is
a Quest 1 standalone at that. Like,
Yeah.
if you're a Quest 1, you're probably PC VR at the very least, if that thing still works. Like, I don't know. It's so weird.
Does it even support streaming? These things are just so ancient. At least the
It
Quest 3
probably
would
is
be
just
nice.
wired in, but I mean, it's better than doing standalone Quest 1. Like, what do you mean standalone Quest 1? I didn't even know it could do standalone.
Kitty kitty.
Or some
Yeah,
riff.
I know. I think maybe they could do like based on hardware specifically a limitation for worlds, and it's like, okay, this won't support Quest, Quest 2s, but I don't know. Now like the Steam frame will come out, and that's going to be, I want to say, kind of robust for a standalone
Inky.
headset when we actually see it, whenever that comes out. But
I love the.
I know
I love the. I love the. I'm sorry, I got distracted by the fact that your Fizzbone is on a hinge. I technically have hinges on
More
mine. He
rotations.
actually has two. He has two Fizzbones because this is on a hinge and this is on its own hinge. So she actually has 3 different hinges for this. So that's why I can only pose my thing forward, because she has multiple Fizzbone things to try to keep everything within orientation of the mechanics.
But I do have a bit of like a slight work in progress, but I'm thinking of doing like a version 2 of this, which has like more like our solar system, humans, like Milky Way galaxy
and stuff
solar
like
system.
that.
Yeah, that'd be like
not
one
fake
arm.
planets.
The thing is, though, I'm thinking about having other solar systems from other fictions, like that are either somewhat known or like maybe something from like Star Wars,
The Halo solar system somewhere or whatnot. Like, that'd be sick.
Just do like the Halo ring. Yeah, like I want to do more that like has representations of things that could be like something that's like a reference. And like this is very abstract and it's very fun, but like I almost kind of want to do more of like a steampunk aesthetic. Like it's
Could you imagine if you had the treasure planet somewhere, like for that like vibe? That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
like
think,
on its own squadron. Like, oh my
And does
god.
that like have
real
gravitational
solar
pull? Oh my.
systems or ones from something, and then
Oh my.
smaller, more miscellaneous planets that'll just be references to like other planets in fiction, maybe. One of
Are
my
they still
favorite
dead?
games, Outer Wilds, has a great solar system I want to represent somewhere,
Oh
and
my-
that's very, very fun to like fly around in. And
I've
like,
only
you
heard
just
good
have
things about
all
that
those
game. Although my friends don't want to say anything about it because everything's a spoiler, so I have to play it
It is.
eventually.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
You can beat the game in like 5 minutes if you know where to go. But that's the thing. It takes you hours and hours to figure out what
You need
that,
to.
the
You need
answer
to.
is.
It's the discovery. It's the discovery phase. That's the fun of it. So if no one tells
I
you
know.
where to go, then it's ruined. Like
I almost feel
oh, man.
bad because it's like everyone overhypes it, and I'm just like, it kind of meets the hype though. It's so good.
It does.
It's literally
It does.
like
It does.
top of my favorite games I've played ever.
The only reason I
so-
hadn't played it when it came out is because of like it was on Epic, and I didn't like that it was a Kickstarter and
I didn't
it had to be put on
yeah,
Epic.
I only heard about it
but-
way later, and it was just like,
Yeah.
oh, let me try this.
But it got
game.
ported to
And it's-
Steam, so we have it on Steam now, so it's all good. Like, backer
I
promise,
did
but
actually
now.
bounce off of it before I even finished the tutorial, and I'm just like, I don't know, this doesn't seem that interesting. But then finally, after I figured out to fly away from the planet, and then I was like, oh, I see what this is now. And I just got.
I'm
just like,
I'm just
And then-
noticing
and
new
then
things on
says-
your avatar every time. You got these like the hydraulic platform on the neck that like does 4 degrees of. Oh
That's
my
how,
god, that's
how
so
else
cool.
would you hold the platform? Yeah.
I think I did come when I looked for your name. I did come across that one avatar you had that is entirely just hydraulic pistons. I'm like, oh man, I really
Oh,
need to make
wait.
a design that does something like that.
I don't remember if I ever made this public, but yeah, this was me. Like, I have to figure out how constraints work, and this was just like, yeah, it is public. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so I
it's
did
like,
come
can
across
do
it. This is the exact one. Oh, and this is the yoinky splunky thing I was talking about. Where if the legs aren't actually straight down, the monster sometimes either the legs will bend inward or outward, and they'll do the yoinky splunky. So I just do rotation offsets. Like I have a fake leg, and then I do a rotation constraint offset like kind of thing, and that's how I get around the yoinky splunky legs. I have 2 leg skeletons basically. Oh man. But he's gonna be
was also a
yoinky splinking
prototype.
for his entire life, like.
Yeah, I definitely wanted to do more like constraints, but this was like I have to just do a concept. I have to prove I can do it, and then it was like, well, I kind of already.
This is an
I
arm span
guess I could
avatar.
do more.
Like there you go. Oh
yeah,
man.
like I'd love to do something really detailed, really science fiction. Looks like it's right out of like a AAA video game or something. But I go like so tired, and then I'm just like, I'll just do something else. It's too complicated.
These are all like look at constraints, right? They're like yeah. It makes sense.
Thing was, it's like the difference between Blender and Unity's like which direction is forward. It's like it's either like it's not Z in Blender, it's negative Y. That's forward, and it's just like.
It's so weird. It's gotten to the point where, like, when I do look at constraints, I actually make a bone that is the up direction. Like, I actually make a proper locator bone for the up direction. That way, when I pull it into Unity, I just tell it that that's up, and then it just works out the rest. Because that up direction, that up direction is dynamic. Because like that is attached to the bone, so if the bone moves, the up direction will move with the bone. So that actually that's what's actually set up on the arms here. Actually, technically, if I pull her out, this alpha thing where I have look at constraints on the on this one, looking at the front of the elbow, and look at constraints looking at the back of the elbow. The up direction is technically a bone that's up here. So this is always doing that up direction, and that up direction is technically attached to my proper invisible arm. So no matter what direction this thing is rotated in, that up direction will always be. Yeah.
I guess
so.
That makes sense. Yeah.
It makes it clean. It makes it so that you don't have to worry about like if you go too far or if you rotate your thing, all of a sudden the up direction is like still here, and the look at constraint doesn't really see that as cleanly. So this will start rotating in the wrong direction. So just making sure it's actually on this moving component up is there makes it one-to-one, makes this look at rotation just work, even on a moving skeleton.
Yeah, I guess the settings do let you pick the direction. I guess when I was like exporting things, I'm just like, well, I'd rather it just be Z forward. That makes sense. That Z is forward, because I actually grew up learning Maya for like a portion of like my when I was in high school.
You and me both.
Yeah, and then I learned Maya at college, and we did tons of Maya at college, and then I was just like, Blender's stupid. Why is left click to move a 3D cursor? This is stupid. Like, eventually it came out. It's like, okay, left click clicks on things now. What a revelation. Let's actually make something that makes sense.
when I finally bit the bullet, like I graduated from college in like 2023, and I got into VRChat like that year. When I finally bit the bullet and put Maya away to learn Blender and make Sonata, which is my first Blender model, the robot girl.
Very good.
I said, I cannot fathom this control scheme, so I went industry standard. And it's like, on one hand, yes, I'm comfortable. I have my gimbals. Don't you talk shit about my gizmos. I like gizmos. I don't like this weird hold on a key thing. So, like, I love it.
Don't get me started.
The one problem with being on industry standard, the reason why everyone and their dog tells you not to do it, is your shortcuts are different than everyone else. So when you do a tutorial and they ask you for like a thing, you have to figure out where that is on industry standard. I don't care.
Yeah.
I will grit and bear it if it means that it's still comfortable for me. And my friends hate me for it. Because, what was it? I'm in a Discord with a bunch of Blender heads, and they just want to bark shortcuts at me. I'm like, you're going to have to tell me the function. That shortcut ain't going to work here, buddy. And they're like, oh, what the fuck? I was like, I didn't ask for help anyway, but if you want to help, you're going to have to fucking figure out what the name of the function is if you want me to do it.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, it's definitely, it's absolutely such an annoying problem, but I have forcefully, over many years now, slowly but surely, been moving off industry standard to like get good at default Blender, and it's like it's slowly clicking. I found that one thing you can do like that makes it more bearable. I oftentimes I'm clicking on the gizmo. I'm just like, come on, I want to move things.
See you later.
If
See you later,
something
NG.
like grab and you move something, you can click the middle mouse and lock it into one of the 3 positions to move in, like right away. So it almost feels like I'm moving it on one of the gizmos. It's like I hit, okay, I gotta move G, and then like I middle click and I point in one of the 3 directions, and suddenly I'm like locked to that, and it's like, okay, this works. I can do this. I can kind of do this. Although I keep wanting to hit W to go back into move mode, which I find is like default, and I'm just like, that makes it do the selection box. Why are there a million selection boxes?
Those 3 keys, I'm sorry, I need those 3 keys. It's just so elegant, it's so lovely.
Yeah,
my
they
workflow
should be next to each other. I know you have like move, scale, rotate. They're next to each other, and you have one button for moving a camera, the Alt button. You hold Alt, and it's left, middle, right click to move, pan, and scale. And it's like, why do they?
And that control scheme is translatable to like all these other programs like Unity, Unreal, all this stuff. Like it's industry standard,
so we can all do the same thing.
That's my justification. Is like I'm used to this everywhere. I'm not gonna change my. I already ZBrush already was hell enough as is. I learned ZBrush in college, and then I sculpted a thing, and then I never touched the program again because I lost all the muscle memory for it. I forgot how to navigate the alien-esque way the program works.
Getting my screen tablet plugged into my computer and just like having that a room on my desk for it is just like, I'll just do mouse drawings for now. If I really want to get back into digital drawing, I'll set it up.
I've been contemplating giving sculpting another shot because there's this one program called Shapelabs that lets you sculpt in VR. And I feel like that's a new horizon. That looks like something fun because now you have depth perception and like ZBrush. Normally, when you're with your drawing tablet, you sculpt and you're kind of on a 2-dimensional axis. You have to turn the sculpt around and then like pull out stuff from the front of the face. In VR, you can just like grab it,
pull it towards,
pull back.
Yeah.
You have another degree to draw with. And I saw Danny Mac. He was the guy that taught when I did the sculpting class. One teacher of mine is, of course, my sculpting teacher, but the other one was Danny Mac. He was the only one on YouTube that made ZBrush tutorials for stylized characters, and I only make stylized characters. So he taught me everything, basically, when I was in college. He had really, really good videos on it, and he vouches for Shapelabs. He's like, dude, like, now that I've done VR sculpting, like, I've done Blender sculpting, I've done ZBrush sculpting, now that I've done VR sculpting with this is, like, changed everything, having that extra dimension to sculpt with, and I'm like, maybe I need to give it a shot. New program, daunting. New skill set, daunting. I need to get the cojones before I throw myself in, because with learning anything new, you're gonna suck at it at the first, and you're gonna be like, shit, I need the perseverance to push through it until I can be good at it. So yeah.
I'm like, same boat.
Me with game dev, I'm still debating what engine I want it on, because on one hand, Unreal's the one I know the most because I did it in college, but Unity I've learned a lot because I'm in VRChat, and then Godot's there and it says it's free and you can have everything for free. I'm like, which one do I use now? Which one do I bite the bullet for?
Gosh, yeah,
Unreal's got visual coding. I'm like so much more better with visual coding. My god. Because you saw what I mean, the aphantasia thing. I don't do too well with code because I've got the aphantasia thing. I like visual code.
That's true.
Shit.
I want to say, I mean, Unreal sounds, I think it's maybe a little clunky, not to mention they're probably going to remove blueprints in Unreal 6, which I'm like, whoa, isn't that what everyone loves Unreal for? Yeah, they want to do a whole new, scripting thing. That's something that's probably
few and spades
efficient.
raccoons. You sent the same picture.
That they're not going to move forward.
Oh my,
and
that
do blueprints
predictable.
in, Unreal 6, but it's like,
Oh my.
Whatever they have in mind to replace it, I'm sure it's been worked on for a while, but who knows? Maybe it's actually not that good.
I'm down to just stay in 5 if they do that, 5 or 4.
Stuff, yeah.
It's like so rough.
Unreal 3 when I was in college, and I feel like that was kind of useless, honestly. 4 came out so many years later, and it was like,
we have. If you want to specialize in your niche, people have posted the source code for Unreal 3 with intent of you being able to mod Unreal 3 games now. So if you actually know how to work in Unreal 3, you're one of the few people on this earth that has the ability to know how that thing works to mod something like BioShock or like whatnot.
You know,
but
I kind of wish though. I will say, like, I only learned it for like one class, and then I just put it down and never really touched it. So to be fair, I just I just remember using it, but I remember not really enjoying it. And at some point, Unity 5 had just come out. It was like, wow, this whole new thing. It's like an indie engine. This is wild, guys. It's like, you know, you can make games without having to pay thousands of dollars for some industry, you know, big bloated software thing. It's like Unity was like revolutionary.
And then the incident happened. and then the incident happened, and now people are debating whether or not they want to develop in Unity anymore because it's still taking time for that trust to rebuild. Like, after what happened.
Yeah, it's very. I mean, I don't know. I like Unity because of VRChat, and that's kind of the only reason. But you know, I've played around with Unity and trying to make my own games. It's not bad. I have many asset store options now. Like there was that sale for like the $2 sale, hundreds and hundreds of dollars of assets for $2. Was like, you know, sure.
There's a lot of humble bundles. Bunch of humble bundles came out that just give you a fuck ton of assets or a bunch of learning tools. I know I bought a bunch of those. I love all these courses for game dev that I bought and I haven't gone through. Oh my god. It is what it is.
Avatars.
That's kind of where I'm at. Like, I'd rather just draw my stupid characters. I want to make VRChat avatars. Part of me feels like I gotta. This is like a end goal passion project thing. I've got to make the Sonata game. That's part why I went to college to begin with, was to learn everything I needed to make my game on my own. But it's just so
and, like a household to live in. You probably good, at least for a bit.
My idea is if I do it. If I actually do commit and do it, I'll make a demo and then do a Kickstarter based on that demo. And if people like the demo, if people like what they see and they fund the project, then I can pay someone to do environments because I am ass at environments. I can pay someone to help me with the code and like whatnot. I can pay voice actresses because I like voice acting. I plan on voice acting the male characters, but I'm not. I have balls. I can't voice act the female ones. So it's like, yeah, it is what it is. So it's like, then I can be like, okay, I put my foot forward. I tried to make this a thing. If the Kickstarter fails, then I just continue doing VRChat and I model these things and I just do cute stuff with them. It becomes a hobby at that point, and I can just.
It's a way to get some income if you can get like a workshop avatar for sale, or even stuff on Jinxie could be like something that could get you some passive income.
Exactly. I need to do that. I need to make new unique avatars, and I keep doing fan art. Yeah, I mean, I guess I can still sell the fan art.
I know. Yeah, right.
It's like there's who else is gonna model these niche characters? I keep liking to make fan art, and it's like, dude, I can't sell that on Avatar Marketplace. I gotta start. This is the weird thing, is like I have the juxtaposition. It's like on one hand, I do want to make avatars. I want to make models. I don't mind making new characters. The other hand, a lot of these characters I make are for the V's for Villainy Project, and I don't really want to sell those. So like I have to make new OCs that are built with intent to be sold on VRChat. So that's why it's taking time. Character design takes forever, especially when you can't see the things in your head. So like crap. This one technically I started modeling her.
I feel like VRChat has a very particular demographic. Like this would probably do really well. I don't know, my abstract characters would probably be like interesting to like 5 people, and they'll all be super fans. But hey, that's great. Look at that.
Yeah, she's work in progress. I started her last Halloween, and then Halloween ended before I could finish her. And I'm like, I always have to have some weird reason for doing things. It's so hard for me to just do something because I want to.
Puppet mouth. I want to see the Visemes where it like opens and closes. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to have a puppet mouth. I want to have like the actual. Strings up there. I want to have a mode where you can actually swap her from being wearable to her actually being a puppet, like a hand puppet kind of thing, and you can like be cool with it.
Reminds me. I figured. Well, actually, this isn't entirely related, but this the technical avatar. I was playing around with constraints and stuff. But I have my neck joint above my head. It kind of felt like, I bet I could like hang something from there, and it's like it could be fun, but this is also just lots of like mini little constraints to make very strange arms and legs.
Oh my god!
Like a while ago here.
Yeah, they rotate and they got like all this. Oh my god! I love this stuff. This is like so abstract and pretty.
Exactly.
I feel like it even culminates there. Like the rotations all come together to make that like.
I had to do a lot of math to be like, okay, how do you divide 13 by 360? Like, okay, so each of these is like set offset, and it was like, okay, well, each constraint is from 0 to 1, so I have to like do the math. It's like, okay, well, you know, if there's like 13 bones or 14, it's like I have to figure out, okay, this one's like, you know, no constraints on the actual hands or the shoulders exactly, but then it's like, you know, each one of these segments, I was like, I'll just have to offset each one by like a tiny percentage. It's like 0.714 or something, and then eventually it just evens out, and then you get the accordion arm. And then it's like opposite rotations
extends to opposite rotation. Because I was gonna say, I'm sure you could figure out that noodly arm thing that I did for Jenny better than I can when you're doing stuff like this. Jesus.
That's why I wanted to figure out how you did the noodly thing, and I'm like, I love the way your animation extends the arm out though, and I'm just like, that's really cool. I gotta figure that part out.
The key is that the arm already is extended. The blend shape is actually pulling it, like, technically here. Like, the blend shape is actually retracting it, so she's already rigged to... The arm is rigged as if it's extended. It's kind of how that one is built. It's a little bit different than what Sonata does, where Sonata actually just has... Because she only has 2 points of extension. Her arm is actually rigged the way it is normally. She doesn't have to have, like, a separate arm for it.
You say it's like rigged, fully extended. That makes sense, but then like when it tracks or in like goes in and out, is it not like going like invisibly into some pocket, or is it like compressing itself? Is it like it's not like a stencil shader hiding it behind you?
It's just a okay. So like this is the mesh. This is just how the mesh is.
Yeah.
There is a blend shape that takes this. It shrinks the like. It kind of does like a squash here. In fact, I can kind of show. Actually have a toggle for it. I can reduce thickness. So there's a blend shape that reduces the thickness like this, so that it can actually seed itself in. The arm is already fully extended. There's a blend shape that just moves this entire geometry back into the arm laterally like that. Like it just moves it closer to where the arm is. So the blend shape unextends it basically. And in alpha, I've animated a scrolling alpha. So as that blend shape pulls the arm in, that alpha goes this way and hides what is inside the pocket basically. Like they're animated in tandem so that they happen at the same time. So the arm is retracting.
Geometry?
Yes, the alpha is hiding the geometry as it is going into the arm, because the alpha is actually traveling. It's animated at the same time.
Hide the geometry.
It hides the geometry because, well, first of all, it's transparency. You know, it's transparency, so of course the geometry is becoming invisible. But once the thing fully retracts, the arm swaps mesh. It swaps to the unextended arm. In fact, you can kind of see it. The transition's a little bit scuffed because I fucked up the NAND, but it's a part swap. It swaps from a extendable version of the arm to just a regular arm. So this is the one that's rigged to be unextended. This one, it's already rigged extended. This is just how the arm is naturally. The entire illusion of it retracting.
It's just that transition is what I'm like so fast with the animation of it, like coming in and out. But then it really looks like, you know, it's all disappearing into the arm cleanly. Like each segment, it's not like it's squishing down. It's actually sliding in.
Yeah, because the blend
into the arm.
You can. Okay. If you wanna see it better, what you can do is you can hide my shaders. I think, if possible. I forgot how you do that.
Yeah, that's what I want to figure out actually. Where is the setting? Wait, that's a shield.
There's probably a shield option to like hide everyone's shaders. And then, including friends, I guess, and then you'd be able to see how she looks like without her shaders. Because that breaks the entire illusion.
What is that? Cultural settings. Where's the shield section? Oh, there it is. Shield settings. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'll say custom friends. Let's turn off shaders.
Now, do I look fleck shaded with both my cheeks poking out now, like because of that?
No, they're still there. Hold on, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Let's see.
Yeah, it's weird. I know there's a button here that like. It's so strange how hard it is to do these things.
It didn't like change. Hold on. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I still need to have animations though, but.
Let me. Okay, so I have a custom. Use the shield level. Okay. All right. Now I see both of your cheeks. Okay, you're not.
All right, it should be flat blue in both cheeks.
It
All right,
is,
so
yeah.
when I do the arm extension, the entire illusion breaks because you can't see the panning alpha.
Oh,
Like-
there it is. It is hidden inside of you. Oh,
It's
okay.
entirely just a blend shape that moves it, and it doesn't squash it. It doesn't like do anything. It is just a translating blend shape that puts it in there, and the alpha hides it as it's going because the alpha is moving. Like it's a UV that you can just animate the UV moving. So the alpha UV is moving and is gradually hiding everything as that animation is playing out. So that's how I get the extended thing, and it swaps in and out of the other thing. I gotta fix the NAND though. I do feel bad that like you can notice the part swap because the NAND is broken. I didn't NAND it. I just did a full. I was told. So it was what they told me. They said, okay, the NAND just makes a 0, so it makes the thing disappear or whatever. I didn't know you actually have to go into the animation file and set 0 to NAND, and then you actually get a proper part swap because it will actually make it like. The only reason I have to do weird shit like this is because she has so much stencils that her material count is at 16, so I have to do weird shit to make it so that I can actually make things vanish. So my way of part swapping is actually the arms are getting nanded out. The bone is being set to 0, so it doesn't render. So the fake arm gets shrunken to non-existence, and then the real arm shows, and then the real arm gets shrunken to non-existence, and then a fake arm shows. So that's how you can actually do part swaps like that without actually having a different material or a different skin mesh or something. I think she has multiple skin meshes because of her cheek situation. Oh, this is the worst part is I'm saying that she's I got her down to medium, but the reason she's in poor right now is because actually turn on my shaders again, I guess, because that'll show everything.
Yeah, I got shaders back.
She's in poor right now for like the stupidest reason because I hold on, let me turn my shaders back on because I see it too.
Schemed mesh renders, materials, lots of materials.
yeah. What happened was a friend's birthday came up. He's my friend Sprout, Slip, and the friends were like, she made an asset because he's like a plant. Like he's like I guess the lore behind his little character is he's just a plant that's attached to like a little furry body, and the plant is actually him. So she thought that it would be fun to give everyone like a plant asset and put it all over your avatar. Like you can put them on your avatars, and when we went to the birthday, we would turn on the plants, and they'd be like, "Yo, happy birthday, Sprout," and whatnot. And I just thought it was so cute that this was the only avatar that I currently had on the computer at the time because I was moving computers, and this was like the first thing I made. So I was like, oh fuck, I can't put it on Sonata, I haven't migrated her yet, so I'm just gonna put the plants on this one. So I put all of them, every single one of them.
Oh, so that's why that's poor, because you've got all of these things popping up.
I've got all these assets that I haven't came back and removed them. If these assets aren't on her, they should, yeah, there you go. She'd be back to being medium, and I'm fine with her being medium. I'm just not fine with her being poor. So, but now she is poor because I've got all these flowers on her that I gotta remove. Tangled up. But it's cute. It's like in her like crevices or whole like she's like. I love overgrown robots. I mean, it comes with the territory. Overgrown robots are like sick. So.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, that's like kind of what I'm thinking of, like for one of my upcoming projects, but more like a stone golem with like plants and like stuff going on.
Because if you do that extendo, like depending on if it's not the entire arm like I did with Jenny here, if the extension is happening at the top joint and the second joint, you can do it like I did for Sonata, and it'll be like a lot easier than this, all things considered. But if you want to do like a full like one vine extension, then you're gonna have to do weird shit like I did there. Like make it all work.
I mean, I'm thinking kind of like Groot from like Guardians of the Galaxy. Maybe like a bunch of vines and trees can really extend out, but maybe like the hand and the wrist are like a big stone, like part of a statue kind of thing. But Yeah, I'm thinking about this. The way you're making the geometry disappear, this alpha you're saying, like how does geometry not become visible as it passes like some barrier, or it's like in a zone, or is it like? It makes me think it's like a stencil, but like it doesn't seem like it. It's definitely a shader.
It's
the way you're
it's a lot
alpha. I'm not sure.
It's a lot more. It's a lot more simple than that. It's not a stencil. It's not a like shader or anything. I guess, for example, like let's say alpha is like a transparency. If I was to put on like Sonata, I guess, for example, like like her eyelids, her eyes here, the alpha makes it transparent so you can see what's behind it. Imagine the entire UV of that thing. It's just that entire arm is just. On the UV, it's just straight. It's just a full straight line that goes from left to right.
Okay,
yes.
Okay.
Now imagine the alpha. It's half and half. One half is black, the other half is white. So the black half is on this side, the white half's on this side. The UV is on the white half. So
okay, so it's
once
animating and disappearing
animate
at the same
the alpha,
time as it's...
you move the UV, and as the alpha moves from left to right, it is obscuring the UV, and the white is going left, so now less of it's being shown. And then when you do it the other way, you pan the other way, now the white is there. Now technically you're wasting an entire half of your UV tile for it, but it is a cool concept. You can just have all that stuff on the white side, move the black side over. You can animate the panning of the UV, and it is floatable. It is a value. You can just do that, and that's how I theory craft, and then I put together that idea for that thing. The entire UV is like that.
That's so cool. I just never thought about like removing or making the geometry disappear. That's okay.
And the funniest thing is, it's not technically gone. It's entirely a transparency that's being moved across it. So technically, that geometry is still there. It's you can see it when you turn off the shaders, because the alpha map can't move or be shown if the shaders are off. So you just see the geometry just go into her fucking body, and then the part swap happens. So like,
now here's a question: What if there was like a radial control, and you could determine how far away the arm was rather than a single animation? I wonder how that is possible.
I wanted that, but with the way that I did the thing, because it uses a blend shape.
Sneak off.
Blend shapes do not work well with rotation. So if I was to pull it out halfway and then allow people to move when they rotate, because that blend shape hasn't fully done its thing, it'll offset and look ugly. I would need, if I wanted to make a proper extending thing, like I probably would need a different design than what I did with Jenny. Like it would probably have to be something a little bit cleaner, a little bit more segmented. Because technically, I could do a radial of this animation here for Sonata, even though I animated it so the first one extends and then the second one goes. For the clown girl, I actually do plan on giving her a radial connection, so you can choose how. I wanted to even add an option
I want to slowly extend my hand and like put it into people's face.
Yeah, because here's the thing.
Cool.
The way that I'm extending my arms is rock and roll on this gesture. Extends this arm. Rock and roll on this gesture. Extends that arm. So that's how I have like so much like freedom and control to emote my hand. Technically, the fist gesture has a floating value for how far you clench it, and you can take that parameter. So you technically, if I bounded it to fist, I could technically slowly clench my fist, and then it would actually slowly extend to its maximum potential. And I was planning on making that an option for the clown girl, because that's I want to make it so that for clown girl you can rebind what's your extension gesture, because I plan to make that something that people can run. So if they don't like rock and roll, if their controller method doesn't use rock and roll, they can swap it to something. But if they choose to swap it to fist, so tick drift as well. I mean, it was also going to have a manual toggle so that you can use like a what do you call it, a radial menu. I mean, I've been having so much fun with radials. I forgot about to show the best feature from Global Astroliner. I actually have this assigned to a radial puppet, but it would be similar. For the extend arms, I was going to do a radial puppet where, like, if you push it forward, both arms extend. If you do to the right arm extends. If you do to the left arm extends. So you can actually, like, radial spin around and have them extend and unextend in like a loop if you really want to. For Astroliner, I have that for his pecs. He has this. And it's amazing. It's the best thing I've ever done.
Good.
And yeah, because it's a radial, you have gradual control. I can like. So I wanted to do that for the extendo arms for the clown robot when I get around to it. That was like my idea of a workaround because it'd be fun.
I just realized the Visines are not doing a blend; they're just swapping models, kind of. It's a cool style.
Very unique thing. I've only done this for this guy. This was like one of the biggest proof of concepts because I had no idea if it would look good. This guy specifically has this going on. It's a mix of 2D animations and 3D. So the jaw is a proper blend shape, but the mouth is 2D, and I've set up the blend modes or the shape tree to make sure that these mouth animations are instant and they sync up with each other. If they ever desync, then you'd actually see like the mouth texture go past the jaw in some weird ways and things would break. So I worked it all out, and it makes this really clean, like it looks like it's a 2D mouth because it is. It's half 2D and it's half 3D. And it marries together for a beautiful thing. I even gave him facial expressions.
Cool. All you need is you can set the low frame rate avatar too, and just make it animatable.
I'm like, do people do that by having like a second skeleton that just like rapidly constrains or something?
Yeah,
like
rapidly will sync back and forth, and you can set a really low frame rate where it's like.
Some people have like a radial menu, and you can make it like even lower. Like that would be fun to put on the avatar.
And they made it. It was so difficult to see like what they were doing. They just kept snapping to like weird positions.
Other weird thing is that this guy's an excellent. No particle system. Because particle system puts you in good. So
you just get like the little muzzle flash. It's just an animation. That's great.
This is why I brought up the raycast thing. They've added a raycast component, and they allow you to have one and still be an excellent. So if I put that on this thing, he can actually shoot, and it won't actually take him out of excellent. I need to do that. Yeah. Because the raycast will actually see the wall, and then you can fake stuff.
Yeah. Gosh, I want to figure out how to like. I want to do something with raycasting. I just don't have any idea what I want to do with it yet.
A lot of the coolest things. There's a lot of ideas. The cool things that I've seen is like let's say you make like a tank avatar with like tread legs. You can actually use the raycast to make it so that the treads actually are level with the floor. So if you walk over like a lip or something, like the leg would like rise. You could put raycasts on the front and the back of the tread, so you can make it so that it can tell the pitch, like the direction, the angle it should be, because you can actually move those things around and then just have a bone in the middle that like look at constraints at the bone to actually like, you know, make the treads level. I think my friend Rune Fox, they were doing it with a car.
Jeez.
Their car actually has like a whole suspension leveling system with those 4 raycasts. So once it drives over terrain, it actually, you know, changes its angle depending on like where stuff is. So that's a really cool thing you can do with raycast. You can make like, if you have a robot that has like, I guess like piston legs or whatnot, like you can actually make it so the legs recede a little bit more as you go further into the ground. You can do a one-wheel robot too, like even like if you like, let's say, you know, medic robot from like Team Fortress 2, you can have one leg, and then the raycast could be used to try to make sure that that leg is actually look at rotating to where the floor is placed. Like the raycast is coming down from the thing, and then when you go further down, like you can use that floating value to make sure that the leg scrunches or is like recedes in or something, like it's piston so it recedes in. There's so many dumb ideas. I wanted just for the sake of it, just to be like, I gotta make something to test out raycasts. I want to model a Vivian from Paper Mario from scratch as just like a cute little like chibi thing.
The little have like the the ground
shadow tail
of the swirl.
Yeah, because this is a very funny thing with her is in game she's hard coded because she's like a shadow creature. She's hard coded to have like a shadow puddle underneath her that her legs are she's always emerging from that. Her legs are always there. So if even though she's kind of coded as like a flying pet, her tail is always attached to the floor. So if you actually walk, you get into scenarios where you can make Vivian float over a chasm. Her tail will immediately extend and go all the way to the floor because she can only come out of the floor.
Yeah, seeing some of the animations doing that, that's so fun.
Yeah, you'd get a really long Vivian. And I just find it so funny that I want to do that in VRChat. I want people to be able to like fly with her, and then like her tail is just stretching all the way down there. Because all it would need is you just have a bone
up, and you're like still connected to the ground. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, you just have a bone for the floor. You have a bone for like the tail has a bone at the end and a bone at the top, and then you use the gradient weight paint to actually have a clean weight paint from top to bottom using Blender. So that way, whenever that bone is actually moved, as long as it's further away from you, that entire thing is being stretched. And it's such an easy solution. I just need to do it. There's just so much projects, but that would be easy because Vivian is such a simple character. She's like got like mitten hands. She's got like maybe a couple visings. She doesn't have eyes.
Make her always use the camera like a billboard.
Yeah. Oh, that would be funny if I actually papered her, but I think I'm just going to make her low poly 3D in my art style like I do everything.
Oh, yeah.
But if I papered her, that would be funny. Like, if we... Actually, there is a way you can kind of do really weird face-to-camera stuff. There's this very weird So, you've heard of, like, billboarding, like regular-ass billboarding. Toyomi has this fucking strange feature called geometry follow camera, where you can actually make the geometry attempt to look at the camera. And there's there's a Greylith. You know Greylith, right? They make some avatars and whatnot. They made a frog avatar that they posted in what do you call it? Avatar Marketplace. It has this like cute little, because Raycast came out, that was their attempt to say let's do something with Raycast. So they made a feature where the frog could shoot its tongue out and like hit like walls with the Raycast, and it's like fun stuff. But yeah, the other features, like he added the look at camera feature. So when you turn that on, the frog, like the look at camera is only really weighted to the top of the body of the frog. So the frog will actually stare at no matter what, wherever anyone is, the shader will force the geometry of the frog to look at you. And it's so creepy. That's a thing you can do.
I've seen like a creepy clown avatar where the head was just always facing the camera.
Yeah, the head always rotating towards you all the time. Yeah. We've seen that one.
It's like, of course, this is a thing.
I want to experiment with it. Like, now that I know that this is a thing, I want to make a Vib Ribbon. I want to make a Teto from the Doomer music video. There's like a bunch of like obscure characters that have art styles that would really benefit from having geometry that always faces the camera. Because Vib Ribbon, I'm not sure if you know Vib Ribbon. She's a very weird stylized character. I can wear her. But she was from a PS1 game where she's made entirely out of vectors. The game was built...
Yes, I've seen this. Yeah, I know this character.
Yeah, this
Oh yeah, that weird...
that
weird rabbit game where you does the loop-de-loop on the song.
Yeah, she vibes, she has like cute dialogue, and it's a very, very low, the reason she's vectored is because they wanted to have a feature where you could run the game on the PlayStation's like RAM. The game would run on the RAM, and only within the data that the RAM has, so that you can take the disc out and put in a different music CD, and then have like a randomized track to that CD. So that's why she's vectored. No polygons in the game whatsoever. They needed to fit that entire thing on the PlayStation 1's RAM. It's so fucking weird. But she's cute. She's adorable, and she's got a weird art style. So like, having like this geometry face the camera, that means that I can actually do a vising where it properly talks like that and isn't in 3D. So like, when you move the camera, like her mouth would still be fine. Yeah, you can get the frog mouth if you want. But yeah, I mean, I've been fucking around with this kind of stuff. Like, I worked so hard to set up that Jenny stencil with the angular alpha so that her cheek would swap. And then I didn't even realize that this face camera thing was a thing. So now I'm like thinking about reevaluating how I did that system, because if I can do the face camera stencil, like that could actually fix a lot. That could actually make Jenny...
You could fix the mouth on this, actually, so it's always like facing like one direction.
That's why I want to make one. I want to make my own Vibri so that I can fix it with that mouth idea. That's my plan for her when I get to her, I guess.
The jittery polygons on this, it really, like, even though I know the original is vectory, it kind of mimics the weird, like, jitter you'd see on like on a CRT monitor trying to get the pixels to match up, but since it's high def, it's like, well, how do you get that same vibe? This is actually really accurate for like getting
Yeah,
that vibe.
she's kind of like that anyway. She always looks jittery as fuck. The way that her lines are drawn, they're like unstable, and like the PlayStation still has that. Even though it's not Vertex Warble, it still feels like she has Vertex Warble. So that's how they did it with the shader. They just did a fake Vertex Warble shader to make her look like this. This is personally my favorite Vivre avatar I've seen someone make, so that's why I keep it on hand. But
I'm gonna go get some din din. Thanks for letting me listen to the avatar stuff. It's always interesting, like hear ideas from like really creative avatar makers.
Sorry that I had to ask to like crop that part. I usually don't like asking things, but it's like, oh man, I don't know if I did want to show that avatar, but also I'm like, they did say that they were like, they're fine with me sharing it, but they don't want it on social media. So yeah, it's safer than sorry if people, only people in this room saw it.
I'll cut it out after the video gets rendered, and I'll go on the YouTube and just cut out those sections with the avatar, and they'll be all good.
Sweet. Thank you. I'm happy. I'm happy you'll do that for me. There you go, Lord.
Yeah, no problem.
I realized
But yeah, it's mostly just a WOD for people who missed it. Yeah. Thank you guys again.
The past Avatar roundups, I've been meaning to go
Yeah,
back and watch
most
them, but
of them. Yeah. In the past few years, I got them, but some of the years before that, I wasn't able to get all of them saved. But I got most of them so far. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
So if you're ever looking for a particular Avatar roundup.
Cool. I gotta come to these more often. I used to only come if I had something to show, but it was like, nah, I haven't been making it, so I gotta come by more.
Yeah, I decided. See you, Bento. I'll be talking forever if we don't like this.
Better sneak off because I got some din-dins. I got some din-dins. I realized it's almost din-din time. I was like, oh, I better sneak off before. As much as I want to stay as long as I can to like listen, because like, you know, as a person who also edits like a little avatar, it's very interesting to listen to like how they solve certain problems on avatars if they want like a particular avatar to do certain things. It's very interesting to see the workaround, like the way they kind of like try to think of like, how do I get this, you know, stretchy arm to look reasonable. And one way is to create 2 arms. One is like fully extended all the time, and narrow arms is it regular, and just cut off like, you know, a transparency. You know, it's not really compressing, but it's just an arm just translating across the body, but being invisible as it gets to the arm. But it's like stuff like that is very interesting to listen to, right? Doesn't help when you guys keep distracting me with certain art in the channel. Always distracting me with certain art. Anyways, also, yeah, like I said, din time, and also got like din time, and there's like another VRChat stream tonight for VCat stuff. So I don't want to get ready for some VCat later on tonight. Get these charged for the VCat stream. So that's gonna be fun. Probably like one half the stream will be How and Half VCat. Next week will be another VCat stream. The other half on the next Saturday. So I don't want to rush. I don't want to rush this VCat streams. I want to like really take the time to enjoy them. So that's why I kind of like want to take it at a good pace. But anyways, see you later. I gotta fix this. I've noticed something on this. After all the avatar stuff, I noticed there's some things I want to fix. This is the closing are too reflectly. So I gotta turn the I want to make it less reflective, more very matte. Because I was looking in my avatar, I was like, oh, this is too reflective. I need to turn that down. Oh my. Anyways, see you guys next time. Thank you for dropping in.
kicks up from the boots, iron boots on the grass. Watch the mountain break apart. We are moving at last. Heavy air in the lungs, hard wind in the face. Nobody stays behind. In this hollow place, in this hollow place, can you feel the pulse? Underneath the stone, the king is gone. We take the throne. Take the